Oh yeah,
Yay.
the
Let me hear the
Maven
music.
theme from Fairy Tail.
Oh.
This
Ben,
is
you're
your
really into
guys'
Fairy Tail, aren't you?
camp theme. I was
Tell
a
me the
long
name of
time
the
ago,
song.
and the music is super good.
Like, I enjoyed it, but it's not like at all one in like my top like greats. But I will absolutely stand by the music was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Leo, the song is called Guild Memories. It's from Fairy Tail.
Guild Memories.
Like, the anime was, it was from the manga. The anime and manga were like they were good. Not great, but they were good. But like the fucking music was top tier though.
Oh, absolutely. And the voice acting too, so good.
Yes, the voice acting was very fucking good.
I still need to watch Fairy Tail at some point.
There's a reason why Urza is one of my favorite like anime characters.
I mean, dude, Titania, man.
Yeah, she like Colleen Clinkenbeard just destroyed that role. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And then our lobby theme, which is what I play when we're all getting together still, is the guild theme from Fairy Tail. And then when you guys establish a home base, I have a third theme for that.
Oh, I already know what it's gonna be.
Nice.
I can read your mind, AJ.
Themes that involve either you guys or the Crimson Army are going to be pulled from Fairy Tail.
Yay. Wait a minute, where's Charlie?
He's over by the fire.
Oh, yep, there he is. Come
He's
here.
got a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit!
So, Meteora, about our modification to your character's size category. Because your human portion is still normal size, you can still only use normal size equipment, like weapons. And armor for you, because of your unique body shape, is going to be more expensive.
Mm-hmm.
And that also would apply to Naga players because of their serpentine body. Other than that, though, everything should be about the same. We just got to watch out for narrow passageways, because if there's a small passageway where everybody else in the party could squeeze through, you would be completely unable to.
Ooh, yeah.
And medium passageways, which are sized for normal, like, bipedal folks, you are squeezing in. So you have disadvantage on attacks, and attacks have advantage against you if you're in a medium-sized passageway.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
Don't worry, I can help with that.
Mm-hmm. So you just gotta watch your placement.
Would that affect my carry weight?
Your carry weight is already classified as if you were large, so there's no change needed there.
Oh, okay.
We were already doing
Got it. Got it.
Mm-hmm. You have by far the highest carry weight in the party.
Yay. At least the horse butt can do some kind of support instead of being like a useless weight.
You have natural weaponry in your hooves. And you are 10 feet faster than the average person. So, yeah.
Opposite of useless.
Yeah. There's a reason why centaurs will often be like cavalry riders. And unlike horse riders, they don't have to worry about an animal. Because they're the whole thing.
Yep. Got them horse butts.
Full package.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, when we left off, you guys had just finished exploring and dealing with the hidden vault. You had a confrontation with the Revenant, Glenn Webley, who has marked Acer for death. You managed to survive, most of you. Kiln did fall, but thanks to the presence of a death cleric, he did not stay down for too long. He returned to life, and you all, beaten and bruised, but victorious, returned back to camp with the crown mold in tow.
Mm-hmm.
That was literally like for the greater good.
Yeah, Girder and I had a whole convo this week earlier just talking about that moment. for like 45 straight minutes. Like, but I think the plan was for you guys to long rest.
Yeah, it's definitely needed.
And we will see what the morning holds after you do so.
You know, when you word things like that,
Sophelia also did manage to procure something that was taken from her family.
Yeah, that was
besides
huge.
The crown mold, the blaze blood signet that belonged to her father.
Dude, it's one of the coolest D&D items I've even seen. Like, that's fucking sick.
Courtesy Griffin Saddlebag. They do some good stuff. So with that,
are we leaving town? Are we staying in town? Because I got
Why
things
don't we
to do in
sleep
town
first?
too.
Let's sleep first, and then we can discuss.
Right. After cooking a modest meal, you are all exhausted. You share the duties of cleaning up as well as preparing food.
I gotta ask, man, who's the cook of our group?
Let's see.
Hey, I gotta know.
It's not Acer because he doesn't eat.
Ain't Acer.
I can always
I
be
did some
I was
cooking back
traveling
in
by
the
myself.
the Covenant. I think Sophelia could be good at cooking because she's been, she's been surviving out in the wild for a bit.
Like, yeah, she's cooked out in the wild for a while, so she kind of knows what ingredients to use.
I just imagine this giant
barbarian
sprinkling little seasoning.
Yes.
Acer can, field dress any animal that he's hunted before, but yeah, eating, he doesn't really need to.
Acer can keep you alive. Sophelia, her cooking was focused on keeping her alive, so her cooking will be fashioned directly towards what she likes.
I definitely come from more higher class, so I'm probably a little more picky.
But that also means that you might have learned some kitchen tricks too.
Yeah. I'm cooking with my mage hands behind me, doing all this crazy stuff.
All right.
Yeah, I think you might be the best cook in this group because for Meteora, I mean, she grew up in a covenant, which means like we don't eat fancy food. All the money goes to like the care for the dead and the poor and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah, I might be, but like I'm the best cook. Like I've read a bunch about it, but then I probably lean occasionally over to Sophelia and being like, "This looks good, right?"
This ain't gonna kill us, right? Nah,
yeah. This is poison, right? It's kind of like judging her, like look on her face, like just like completely judging.
It'd be like, just the leaves are poisonous.
Are you sure this herb that Acer brought back is actually edible?
You see a mage hand drag some of those herbs back into the forest, like, okay, no.
So,
I think Acer would get things that are edible, but it doesn't exactly mean like it tastes good.
So because you guys are near
sustenance.
The Fulda River, you will be able to refill your water skins, which were previously empty after your expedition, into the vault. And you will have consumed one ration, which is enough food for a day.
I want to double check with how we're going to be ruling this going forward, AJ, because I did kind of do it in the moment last time, but I don't know if you forgot or we're just going to double back, but I changed my form kind of like when we were already doing something. Did you want me to do it right after a long rest, or can I just do it once per day?
You do it when you wake up. So in future, if you plan on changing your form, just say so. Otherwise, I will assume you are in the form you were in the previous day, which at this juncture right now, you are in your Earth form.
Yeah, I'm gonna change again.
In the morning? Okay.
Let's see, what do I want to go to?
Well, I guess until morning, Meteora just stays in her tent and she's not saying anything.
And Acer is still very well traumatized.
He's shell-shocked, practically.
Yeah, I just plopped him on his bed mat by the fire.
I imagine...
The eyes are...
yeah.
You go.
You go ahead, it's okay.
Like servos are locked, eyes are completely like zoomed in, like on a camera. And he is not moving.
I imagine he automatically like enters sentry mode when it's time for his body to like, do its maintenance, but his mind is just not right, like present.
Yeah.
Poor Charlie. I mean, he welcomes the group, but the moment he sees everyone, he's like, you guys look like doo-doos. What happened?
I fucking died.
Oh, how was dying like?
I ignore that question and just start scribbling in my book.
And Meteor's like, Charlie, come here. Just stay with Auntie Sophie for now. Okay. So,
No.
hi, giant woman.
Hello,
Did you guys get me a
small
souvenir?
child.
I'm not a child. I'm Charlie.
Small Charlie, got it.
Can I climb you?
I'm just writing down, what is a Charlie?
A Charlie is a Charlie.
This
My question still
I'm
stands.
Charlie.
this small automaton has the strangest preloaded personality.
And there's a reason why, but maybe that'll be out in the future. Who knows?
Mhm.
I'll go back to just my fire form.
All right. Speaking of which, do you have a mini?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
No worries.
It's been a busy fucking week, guys.
No, that's fine.
Yeah.
This
Yeah,
campaign's gonna be going on for like 2 years, so
Yeah.
I got time. Like,
Yep. All right.
Do you have any design you want to do?
I can't stress how hard it is to make my character on Hero Forge.
Huh.
Yeah,
Like,
li-
it's not that
living
it's taking
flame.
me a
is-
while. It's actually just hard to make. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm like I could have easily made a character by now, but like the customizations of certain things and like it's proving very difficult in all honesty. So
Mhm.
Ah, okay.
that's why it's taking me a little long because I want it to obviously look good for you guys, but it's hard. It's
Yeah.
honestly pretty hard.
Understandable. Yeah.
It's like, don't rush perfection.
Yeah.
Rush
I
art.
was stuck on just my hair color for an hour. Like, it looks weird on flames. It truly looks weird on flames. Like the color I want looks fucking terrible. So I'm like, fuck.
Oh.
Like blue, like
We'll
blue
figure it out
flames.
sometime.
My hair
blind, so
looks
it's
terrible. So
hard
like
for him to see.
my hair will probably just be a normal fire red because all the other colors just look terrible on
Have you
flames.
tried-
on
Have you
it.
tried the gem colors or?
Oh yeah, gym color's really good.
I've been looking through them, and honestly, it's like fire still kind of just like the red. Like, there's different shades of red I can go, but like all the other ones just look really wonky on the fire hairstyle.
There's always
specifically.
blue, the hottest color.
Okay.
Like blue or
Well, no,
purple.
that's what I'm saying. Like my hair is blue, but with the hero creation, the blue looks fucking terrible on flames.
Oh.
So-
Okay.
In actual game, it is blue, but if it does end up being that way, I might just be like, my hair's red, guys. I'm sorry, it's just normal fire red, like because
How about it just changes?
It's basically. I mean, it already does change, so it's not like it's gonna be a crazy reach, being like, you know what, my hair's red now, like. But it's just like I went into this character expecting it to be, like you said, blue is hotter flame, so I wanted to be that. But just on my character model creation, just the blues look. It honestly looks pretty fucking bad. So it's like I'm like
I mean, there's also
Well,
like
it's like a
segregation. Oh, no worries. I was just gonna say, there's also a segregation between your mini and your character in your mind too, because like Meteora wears her like hood, her nun habit hood,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
but she doesn't have it on her
Mhm.
mini.
But the flames are kind
Because
of
if I have it
a
on
main
her,
feature of
she
me.
looks bald. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't show like the front bang of her hair. So if I put a hood on, she looks bald. So I'm just like, okay, even though she's supposed to wear it, I was like, no, I'm gonna have to ditch it during the mini at least. But
Yeah.
I would say the drawings that I put in on the server is more accurate to what we have on the mini, though.
Mhm.
Like I have my characters. Like I have the clothes. I have the staff, the book. Like I have everything situated mostly. It's kind of figure out how I want to just finish like the facial features because
Got it.
it's just proving difficulty.
Mhm.
But it'll get done though. I don't know. It's not like I'm not gonna do it. It's just proved a lot harder than making Nova. Nova I got done, in one night. It was easy. But yeah, I've tried 2 different sessions now of making this character, and then when I think I'm getting close to it, I look at it and I'm like, no, I don't like that, and then I backtrack.
Yeah, the guard or the wastebasket nearby, like overflowing with wadded up notebook paper. Yeah,
literally. Because this is also AJ's custom campaign, and so I want to give it the love it deserves and make a character that I will truly love.
that.
Which is why also low key when I died, I was like, in my head, I was like, oh well, I didn't make my character yet.
Oh no, with a cleric nearby, you ain't staying dead.
I'm not gonna lie though, I want to clarify for the party though, I didn't know I was gonna get rezzed. Like, I literally, I didn't, when we were playing it, the reason why I talked to AJ so long is that we both realized that I didn't really have time or an opportunity to kind of explain how my character died. Like, what happened. Like, we kind of just like, oh, kill and dropped. And then because I was stunned because I've never been killed before in a D&D campaign, I didn't realize that I could RP that moment. I literally was just stunned. I didn't realize it. And then AJ, being a dungeon master, he's got to remember so much shit. He moved on. It's not his fault. But like, that's what we talked about. It was like, like I didn't know I was gonna get rezzed in that moment. I truly was. I looked to the party, being like, hey, this is on your guys' shoulders now. Like, because I was literally like, this is for the greater good. I truly understood that if that crown mold left us, that was gonna be bad for the entire world. So I could have teleported out and been safe. But I truly, in that moment, for the first time in Killen's life, was like, why am I about to sacrifice myself for people I just met? And then he makes the executive decision for the greater good. And that's why he like turns around in the last moment to look at the party, being like, hey, this is on you guys now. Like, I did not know I was going to get rezzed. I truly thought my character was dead.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have first of all, you got a desk cleric in your group, so there's that. Thankfully, we had some diamond on us, and secondly, the moment he went to, just did that as like to help the group, she just knew. Okay, yeah. As soon as when we're done, I'm rezzing this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally was just like, because like I'm a new adventurer. Like I've been traveling for a little bit by myself, but like I've relatively been a bookworm. Lived at a college. Had a very sheltered life. And then on my first true adventure, the group of, other companions I meet, I decide to sacrifice my life for the world. Killen would have never thought he would have done that even a couple days ago.
Yeah, because it wasn't just for them. It was for everybody you care about back at your at the school, too, because this dragon would eventually, his ambition would find its way to them.
So, yeah, I just wanted to clarify that, because when we were talking about it, we both kind of realized that I didn't really get to explain kind of more about it, but that's kind of, that's what Killen's thought process was in that moment, because he could have just teleported and lived and been fine, but it was, in that moment, he made a true executive decision and was like, for the greater fucking good, and I put my trust in my new party members.
And that trust was well-founded, because they finished the fight and brought you back.
Absolutely.
All right. So, I would like everybody to restore all of their hit points.
Yay!
All of their spent spell slots. All of their expended class resources. And half of their hit dice, except for Sophelia, who gets all of them back.
No big deal.
I didn't use mine, so I should be okay.
Wait, how many are we getting rid of? Sorry, half you said?
You restore half your hit dice on a long rest.
Oh, I was at 4.
Also, while they're doing this, I'm just gonna roll this for the smokescreen bow. I'm guessing you guys will put it on top of like the fire or hanging above the fire.
Oh, I almost broke my staff.
All right, I get all my
Did you see that AJ?
Yeah. I think it only breaks if you spend all the charges, though, bud. So I think you're good.
Oh, I thought it was if I rolled a 1 on recharging it, it just broke.
No, that's if you spend all the charges and try to recharge it.
Okay.
Because
okay.
there's literally no magic keeping it together at that point.
Ah, that makes me feel better, because I was thinking about it as like, dude, if I roll a 1, that's gonna feel so fucking bad.
Yeah, not for a magic item of that caliber. And Acer, Sophelia, and Meteora are at least familiar with how your bow recharges. So if you're not doing it, I imagine they would probably hang it up over the
Yeah,
smoke.
I mean, it's not like it can move, so...
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume Sophia knows how to do it better than I do.
Mm-hmm. His bow recharges by hanging it in smoke at dusk.
That's fucking cool.
Okay. Then yeah, I'll step over Charlie and then just kind of take care of that. Then.
I would imagine Charlie's like sitting on your shoulders though.
Okay. He managed to
He
climb.
likes being tall.
He climbed. Yeah, he climbed.
In the time you've been spending kind of like turning the ring over around your finger, he just kind of climbed you.
You're there.
I'm
now.
going to restore my second wind and Axis Surge in favored foe.
Yeah, and your spell slots.
Do I have spell thing regenerate yet? I forget. Like not channel divinity, but doesn't a wizard have like a thing?
The short rest spell slot recharge,
or like you know how like
arcane restoration.
Like, yeah, like you know.
Yeah, that's a level 1 feature.
Oh yeah, well I did. Okay, I don't have that on my sheet.
Did I forget to put that on there?
Yeah.
Shoot, I'm sorry. Yeah, arcane recovery is a level 1 feature.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm pretty sure I have this.
Once per day, when you finish a short rest, you can choose expended spell slots to recover. You can have a combined level that is equal to or less than half your wizard level, rounded up, and none of the slots can be 6th level or higher.
Yeah, I'll have to just copy paste a thing in there.
Yeah, we can make that modification after the session.
Yeah,
but just remember you have it in case it comes into play.
Yeah. I almost ran out of spell slots in that last stuff.
Yeah.
I was spending shit. I was like, oh, fuck.
See, that's a nice feeling, too, because being able to actually fully tax a spellcaster, let alone 2, is really, like, tough to do sometimes. So, yeah. Sophelia, while you are kind of mulling over the ring, you hear the voice once more. It is much calmer, less like screamy, less like roary, and it just says, "You know what we have to do, right? There is much more to be done."
Oh boy.
She just kind of listens to it a little bit, like she doesn't really know like how to respond.
He must bleed. He must suffer. Don't make it quick. Take everything he has, just like he took everything from you. Only then, when he has suffered as you have, may he meet his end at the edge of the blade. That is true vengeance. The only way for your mother and father to truly rest.
And she just kind of like looks at the fire and just kind of like, you can tell like her eyes kind of like glaze over a bit and just looking at the fire.
While I'm scribbling notes by the fire, would I notice her like spacing out, like just like that, like looking at the ring?
Yeah.
We expected it there, so I know this is a very rare magical ring. So that's already on my mind.
And you would be very aware of the possibility of magic items that aren't all that they appear. So you would even though it had been identified, you would know that sometimes it doesn't. The identify spell isn't perfect. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to kind of look over and be like, I know I, of all people, shouldn't be speaking this right now, but are you okay?
Yeah, I'm just thinking.
Since you got that ring, you've been, I guess, deep in thought. Which, shouldn't correct me, I mean, this might sound a little rude, but for some big muscle person like you to be that deep in thought is concerning.
Well, at the moment, I only have one thing on my mind.
Sterling, huh?
Yeah.
Well, we've made the
Yeah,
first big step. He will
Well.
fall.
He's gonna do more than fall.
I don't respond to that. And I just go back to scribbling. While, like, slowly, like, feeding my owl on my shoulder. While I'm, like, writing down notes.
The last little bits of dinner. Oh yeah, familiars are fully living creatures while they are summoned, so they do require, like, food and water and stuff, too.
I'm just, like, breaking off pieces of, like, my ration bread and, like, you know, having him peck at it.
Yep. And if you have an imp or a quasit, they will make sure you know that they are hungry.
Shovel!
Yeah.
Yes!
Basket.
Though
Basket.
imps and quasits usually are only available to warlocks. By the way, Kiln, your owl familiar and the familiar shapes that are detailed in the spell are only the baseline for the spell. As you adventure, you may discover more possibilities for forms for your familiars.
Okay.
Like, there's one called a keyhole dragonette that is basically a living lockpick.
What?
It's a little dragon with a tongue that it uses to pick locks.
The fuck?
Mhm.
Oh, alright, hell yeah.
That's cool. So Charlie looks over at Acer and then he looks up at Sophelia. And then he goes, why is he not moving?
Oh, Acer?
Yeah.
Well, he's
Why is he not moving?
He's seen a ghost.
I've been meaning to ask, because I wasn't a part of you guys before. Who is Trent Webley?
I don't know.
I believe that was Glenn Webley's brother.
If I poke him with a stick, he can't catch me, right?
I don't know.
He can catch you if he
try?
wants to. It just depends if he wants to or not.
I'm gonna poke
He's
him
a
with a
very
stick.
skilled warrior. He could definitely catch you.
I'm gonna poke him with the stick.
He seems a little
I'm gonna
out of
poke him with the
commission right
stick.
now.
I'm gonna poke him with the stick.
I wanna literally do momentary stasis.
No, just let him.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He
no.
has a purpose. He has a purpose, I promise.
Okay.
He has a purpose, I promise.
I'm like,
This is a
don't
good
fuck
scene,
with him
I
too
promise.
much. He's going through
Okay.
shit.
So Charlie's going all about that, la la la, do do do, stick to stick, la la la, and then he looks at Acer for a moment. And then Charlie just stares at him in the eye for a moment. And then slowly, you could tell Charlie's behavior becomes more somber. He puts the stick down. And he goes over and he goes through Acer's bag. And pulls out like a miniature claw. So it's like like a hand towel size. It's not big enough to cover Acer. It's just too minuscule for him. But Charlie goes over and he puts the towel on his shoulder. That's all you could cover, realistically speaking.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just kind of pets he just kind of pets on top of Acer's head, and just go, yeah, it's okay. I can always poke you next time. Night night, AC. And then he just kind of like bumbles over.
That was sweet.
Oh.
I didn't think Charlie had a sweet side.
He's a sweetheart, but he will only chew when he wants to be though.
Mm-hmm.
Like a Sour Patch Kid.
I was just gonna say that.
Holy shit, I can't unsee it.
Sometimes they're sweet, sometimes they're sour.
Yeah. Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Charlie.
Yeah, it's pretty safe to assume that every time I just put mage armor on, you'll just.
Yeah.
Do you want me to announce that every? Okay, I just want to.
No, you don't have to announce it. Just make sure you deduct the spell slot. It's
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
with Acer casting Aid. So himself, you, and Meteora will always start with 5 more hit points than you should have, because he's casting Aid on you daily.
Well, I don't lose a spell shot. I just use my things on my staff. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, you use a staff charge. Then
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
you deduct that.
Yes, I am
Yeah.
keeping track. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want me to remind you every time, because I will be doing it literally every day.
Mhm.
Why wouldn't I? Like,
And then Meteora and Kiln can also swap out spells before the next day begins.
Yeah, I'm looking at my spells right now. Oh my god, my Google's acting really weird right now. Hold on.
I still really like what I am running with, so I'm gonna keep what I have. Once we get another level, that obviously will expand my library. I can have more spells. But this could change, because we're gonna have a little town day, I'm assuming. We get to go do some stuff real quick.
Yep.
So we'll see. But
And-
we'll get to that when we get to that.
Just to kind of head off expectations at the past, not that this is a negative thing. The way I'm going to handle shopping is I'm just going to have it be a quick list. However, towns are going to be built sort of like theme parks in a way.
Oh,
So-
Gotta go to different
okay.
stalls.
A town is going to have attractions, things you do in said town. So things that are going on. That's how I'm going to build
really
cities. From now on.
interesting. I
I
like
like
that.
that.
I really like that. Yeah.
So instead of a boring session where we waste half the session haggling for
some surprise
prices,
event could happen and it gets our attention, and we're like, "Oh wait, what's this?" Like,
or you guys are like, "Hey, I heard such and such is going on. Let's go check that out."
okay.
Like Sheergrind is known for its simulated combat arena,
Oh,
which
what?
there is a group of wizards, which I think Kiln would find interesting, that are
Mhm.
illusion specialists that are capable of basically placing you in an illusory world where you can battle creatures that may or may not exist in your world. And if you win, you get a prize.
And this is the town
Oh,
we're
that's
at.
fun.
This is the town that you're going to. That's in
Oh,
Sheer.
we are checking that out. That
And
sounds
that's why I
amazing.
call
We
it an
have to
attraction,
go. That
because when
sounds
you
so
hear
much
about
fun.
it, you're like, oh, I gotta check that shit out.
Dude, That sounds so cool. What?
Yeah. So that's how I'm building
That's
towns
funny.
from now, or cities from now on, basically.
I'll
Towns
tell you
is
what,
towns are going to be
dude,
less
those
exciting, but they're still going to have their own things going on.
Dude, those wizards are smart, man. They're
Mhm.
capitalizing on their magic right there.
Yep.
Yo, I'm gonna be like, yo, smart businessman, I see what's up.
AJ.
Yeah.
AJ, could I swap out silence for whole person?
Yes, you can.
Because I think they're both second level spells.
Spell casting.
Or gentle repose, hold on.
Gentle repose is the one that stops bodies from degrading. So if you're unable to resurrect
Oh,
somebody,
never mind.
you can keep
Never
them from
mind.
rotting away.
Ooh, okay.
Like, so Revivify, you have a very short amount of time to bring somebody back. But if you gentle repose them, like say you don't have a diamond, if you gentle repose them, they're good for 3 days.
Oh, hey, guys, did we make sure to split the treasures we found last time?
We didn't.
Because I don't think we did. I don't think we did. Now that I think about it,
No.
with goals and stuff. So I think we need to do that
split
right
up the
now. though.
items, but we didn't split.
Yeah,
up
we
the
split
gold.
the item, but we didn't split the gold. So we should probably do that now.
Yep.
Because if I have enough, I do need to buy another diamond.
So there was a
I'm
potion
still
of.
impressed you even had one and all. Like I said, I didn't know you even had that.
Mhm.
I thought I was dead.
Never underestimate a cleric, my friend.
Never
And
shall.
a reminder: besides the Gemini mask and the Blaze Blood signet and the crown mold, there were a potion of maximum power, a scroll of protection from
I took
fiends.
that. I took the potion.
Who took the scroll?
Let me look at the scroll.
The scroll was what again?
A scroll of protection from fiends.
Mmm.
Ooh.
And then
I
there
think you can
were
scribe that, right?
4 potions of healing. It's not a spell scroll, so no.
Oh, okay.
I mean, Meteor could have that.
It's a scroll that imparts a magical effect when used, but it's not a scroll that contains a spell. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Meteor can have that.
Okay, I'll take it then. Because I don't think Fiends likes me, technically speaking.
No, you're a cleric.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, fiends would likely target you. If they're not motivated by anything else, then they're probably going to target you first because you represent the gods. So then there were 4 potions of healing.
We each took one.
There were
Yeah, everyone took one.
2,000 copper pieces, 1,000 silver pieces, and 606 gold pieces. Which I'm going to
Nasoon, how much a scroll weighs?
one moment. Let's see. Weighs. They are weightless.
Do you have a
They're simply paper.
nice?
Got it.
Now you might have a scroll case which has a weight, but if you don't, then you can just have them floating around in your bag.
Yay.
Yeah, scroll cases are usually carried by professional scribes or wizards who like to keep their materials pristine.
Alright, just going over the
Okay.
Going over-
let's see.
Going over.
Did,
just kind of how to split it up.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear me? I think I lost internet for a second. Did you hear what I said?
What did you?
500?
I missed it.
So, wouldn't that be
Okay, yeah,
500 copper point for each?
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you had a link for the potion, the max one.
Potion of maximum power. Yes. I heard.
So you
Did
said-
you have a? And then you cut off. So yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, we said we got 500 copper each.
Yep, and then
So-
250 silver
yeah.
each.
500, 250.
And
silver.
151, though someone's going to get one extra because it rounds to 0.5.
Give me one, cause I will be buying a diamond for this grove. So
Yeah.
How much gold you said?
151, I think.
151.
151.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the link for the potion is in the chat as well.
Thank you.
Max. So does that mean I have 151 or 152?
152.
Got it.
With one left over, hand it to the person who resurrected somebody. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I will be investing on the diamonds though. Like, AJ, I have a question. Is there, like, as we level up, would there come to a point where I don't need to rely on a diamond to rest somebody, or would diamond always be needing no matter what level I'm gonna be in?
Resurrection spells always have a cost.
There has
Got
to
it.
be.
Yeah.
And the stronger the resurrection spell, the more expensive it is. And they always consume. They always consume the material you're using.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
So did
Always happy to
I?
chip in for res ingredients, though.
You guys
Thank you.
can chip in for that, and major cities usually have a temple with a cleric that knows at least entry level resurrection magic. Usually,
I'll probably
usually
go
a
to
high
the
priest or
temple.
something. Yeah.
I do have a letter of recommendation since I have to travel.
Yes.
So maybe that helps.
Any temple of Sandrine, no matter what the domain is, will actually give you room and board, Meteora. Not your friends, but you.
I know I've also been invited to Freeburg as well.
Yep. Freeburg has invited Acer to come in and visit. Because you met Galar
I met the
Stonehand at the ball.
Yeah. I met him and the half-elf friend as well.
Yep. All right.
So my internet is kind of doing like a little stutter droppy thing. I'm gonna reset the router real quick, guys.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll be back in a couple minutes. Sorry.
All right.
Okay.
I will be
also
OB as
just-
well. I'm
Be
just
safe.
gonna make a quick head call.
Yeah. Also, I just noticed you updated Gwen Webley's thing just now.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, in the character directory. Yeah, I updated that.
Yeah.
I shall look. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, I forgot our group name. It's been a while. The Insolitum. Oh, Rose, how's your teeth, sweetie?
They're okay. My bottom jaw
Yeah?
hurts pretty bad still, and then
Oh.
like I have like holes in my gums, so I
Ugh.
gotta keep those clean. Yeah,
Yeah.
it like goes down
you-
into like my jawbone.
Can you eat solids yet, or do you just have to eat soup?
Oh, I've been able to like, a couple days ago I started trying to eat more solid foods. So it does hurt though every time I eat solid foods, like a lot. But like it's been a while. Like I hate eating like really liquid foods or just a liquid diet for like so long, and I'm like, man, I just want a burger.
Oh, and not that anything,
yeah, burgers.
not that anything has been said yet, but I just wanted to point out that these videos will be going on YouTube, so don't say anything that's like too personal.
Okay.
So just so you guys can like watch them. So
Got it.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's Girder
Sad.
dropping out so he can reboot his stuff.
Yeah.
All right. And as soon as he comes
Yeah,
back,
I should do okay like with talking.
Okay.
It hurts just a little bit, but I'm always hurting.
You'll get better, sweetie. It'll just
Yeah.
takes time.
Thanks. Just a little by little.
One step at a time.
It was better than what it was.
You'll get better. As soon as you get better, what's the first food you want to try eating?
Okay.
Oh
Burger
man,
from
like
where?
probably
He
more of like a
returns.
steak. To be honest,
oh yeah, we'll probably go
because
to
I'm afraid
Texas Roadhouse.
I'm afraid to like go eat a big
Mm.
steak because of how it is.
Yeah, we've got a $50 gift card, so yeah, we should probably
Nice.
go as soon as like she
Ooh.
can actually like tear meat
That's
with her
like-
teeth.
An entire full nice ass meal for free for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
I worked at Texas Roadhouse for a little bit, and like a $50 gift
Yo.
card will literally get you like 2 top end steaks, full dinner, and then a tip. Like,
Well,
I want a ribeye.
at least it did with, how things are going.
Oh,
so
So,
you'll just
yeah.
probably
yeah.
spend like $20, and that's including the tip. 'Cause
Yeah.
the gift card will cover the rest of everything.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I can't with steak now. Great.
So
Sorry.
with that, you guys are going to
Mhm.
go to sleep.
Sleep.
Happy time.
So you go undisturbed. The water, the sound of the river flowing far below, very faintly, really helps with sleeping. The air is nice and cool, which is a sharp contrast to the Dunanweight and its heat. And you are far too high up for any of the river predators to come bothering you.
And they better not.
Yeah. And eventually, dawn breaks. So, Kiln, now would be the time you would say, I'm switching to my fire form. And then Meteora and Kiln, you guys can prepare your spells for the day.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. So, Meteora, you said you were dropping silence for hold person.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right. So let me just grab the description for that spell.
I apologize in advance. I'm still getting my internet stutters. So,
It's okay.
Uh-huh.
just a heads
It's
up.
all good.
Yeah, well, try not to interrupt you. Like, or I guess if you think that we're interrupting you, we're probably not hearing you.
Exactly, yeah, so I'm letting you guys know, so. So yeah, it just DC'd me for like 2 seconds again, then brought me back, and I'm like, alright, you should stop doing that, please.
I
advise you quit.
Sir, please stop.
All right. The swap is
Sure,
done for hold
sure.
person.
Yay, thank you.
Are there any spells or any other spells you would like to swap out?
For now, I think I'm good. I like
Okay.
the ensemble right now.
That's not bad.
Would you like to cast Death Ward on anybody? That does eat up your strongest spell slot, so keep that in mind. But it does keep somebody from
Not
going
at the
down.
moment.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
you can just do that in combat, though. You don't have to do it
Your
now.
strongest spell slot,
Okay.
5.
4th level right now is her highest.
Mm.
Yeah, I think they get access to 5th level spells, Kiln and Meteora at 8th level.
Yeah, 8th level. 8th level is gonna be
Level.
big for us. Like I've already got it
Oh.
mapped out. You know what I'll be taking and doing.
What
But
level
like,
are
yeah,
we right now?
You guys are 7th
Mhm.
level right now.
Oh wow! Yep.
next
So-
level's a big one for us.
So close. So
Mhm.
close yet so far.
Oh, it's not. It's not far.
Oh yeah.
All right. So, Sophelia, I'm going to ask you specifically. How does your day begin?
She normally kind of, you can tell, like, it may have been, like, a nice, like, temperature, like, for sleep and all that, but you can tell, like, she probably didn't really sleep. Now, you guys probably already know she doesn't really dream or anything. When she does dream, she just has nightmares. But nothing like that. But you can tell, like, something is wrong. So she ends up kind of just, I guess just walking towards, like, kind of away for everybody a little bit, and then starts, like, stretching, like, her arms. Just how, like, you would, like, early in the morning. Just try to, like, get your blood flow, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
As your blood begins to flow through your body, the familiar heat of your infernal, or of your Hellion heritage does flow through your body, but it's more intense than usual. You feel almost like like a small amount of adrenaline is being mixed into your blood constantly, and the heat is slightly higher than normal. Also, had you dreamed, you would not have had nightmares.
Ooh. Dun dun dun.
The voice
She
comes.
kind of, like, gets, like,
Oop,
oh,
go
sorry.
ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say she just kind of, like, gets an urge to, like, just tear the shit out of, like, the tree in front of her. Just, you know, like, in the back of your head, it's like, man, I really wish I can sink my claws into
Like a cat.
Into that.
Yeah. That urge, that animalistic urge, like You don't will it, but that desire is enough for you to sink your claws in. And the voice comes into your mind and says, "Did we sleep well? Or at least passively?"
I'm not sure.
Well, perhaps the scent and taste of blood will be more of a sleep aid to you after this day is done.
Hmm.
Gather your friends.
Just been a long day for the past how many years?
Well, soon you will be able to put that behind you. Move on to new ambitions, new goals. But gather your allies and ensure that they are prepared. For I know he is not going to be defenseless. He is aware you are coming.
I made a good art piece in his front yard.
I saw it in your memories. I'm rather proud of it. Proud of you, I should say. It was inspired.
So are you? Is your name on this ring?
That is a name that I have been called. I've had many, but you may call me Nessus.
Nessus.
A name that you immediately recognize as infernal in nature. Like, that's your own language. I am a spirit that has been with your family, helping them as much as I can through the generations. They considered my presence a burden because the abilities I grant do require some self-sacrifice. But the power that I can give to you in return, I can assure is worth it.
We'll see. I got far enough on my own.
Did you?
Of course.
If it weren't for your friends here, would you have made it this far?
Maybe. It might have been a different road.
Had you had my power before, I know Kiln would not have passed the veil, even as momentarily as it was. Just
Well,
take
he
my
made
offer
he
into
made his
consideration.
sacrifice.
Just, I can agree, but take my offer into consideration, and remember, what you need to do is call out to me, and my power is yours. And with
And
that,
then as that conversation was going, like, she mindlessly was digging at the poor tree, so the tree is like almost hollow.
mm-hmm. So yeah, for the rest of you, you would hear the sound of like wood just being splintered and torn. It would basically sound like a bear was going to town on a tree, like very close by. And if you look over, you would see Sophelia just mindlessly scraping at it with her claws. Her claws leave scorch marks in the wood, but she has no marks on her flesh. She digs through a tree with her bare hands and does not damage her hands in the slightest.
It's the medieval ASMR, guys.
And the tree, kind of with what little is left to support it, kind of topples towards Sophelia, and she just kind of reflexively catches it and lowers it.
Might be good firewood later.
Acer, like, a thought flashes across your mind, might be a little green for firewood.
Bonfire.
Speaking of Acer, have you come back to yourself by the morning?
For Acer, after everyone has been awake for a while and doing all their preparations, he would still be, he would still be locked, but after all that, you would start to see his eyes turn back to the normal green.
Mm-hmm.
His vision going back to normal. And then all of a sudden he just falls on his back. And then in that moment he panics, like, because what he last saw was himself about to go fight Glenn and thinking he was about to die. And then now he's back at camp thinking he's most likely dead. So he just is like, he's panicking, like, where? And you just see him about to, like, he's trying to check for his weapons, seeing, like, where's everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, and so he's just, like, super panicked right now.
Panic at the disco.
Go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright. That's D20. I think I think I'm proficient in, or not proficient in wisdom, but let me see.
You should be proficient in wisdom.
Probably not.
No, maybe
no,
not.
not wisdom.
You
Strength and dex.
Strength and dex, yeah.
Alright, well, that's a 19.
Alright. So,
Not bad. Good.
knowing, as a survivalist, that panic is the enemy, your conscious mind very quickly takes over the sort of prey instinct that the rest of you is feeling.
After a short time, he just he calms himself down, eases his nerves. It's just, what happened? He kind of just, like, rubbing his head, like if he had, like, some sort of headache.
You notice
the
little cloth that Charlie draped over your shoulders is just kind of there, kind of slips off a little bit when you rub your head.
Yeah, I kind of see it, I'm like, I nod and put it back in the in my inventory, and I just kind of look at the party, like, just questioning, like, what happened.
I would like to ask you the same thing.
I don't know. The moment all I knew was Glenn was coming toward me, and I made a resolute decision that if I was going to die, I was dying right there. So I drew my swords and walked to him, and that's all I remember.
Well, I died.
That happened before Glenn fell, so you might have been aware.
I remember seeing that.
Oh, okay. So I thought you went into the mode at the beginning of combat, and then
No.
you're just now snapping out.
This was near. This was. Yeah, I was
Okay.
next to.
Okay.
I was next to Meteora.
As he delivered the finishing blow.
Yeah. But I don't remember anything after that. Like, how did we win? Did we?
You're alive, aren't you?
I guess. This isn't the afterlife again, is it?
No, I saw it. This is not it.
Yeah. I'm guessing you saw Paimon as well.
I saw somebody.
So somebody.
I don't know who that was. He said it wasn't my time yet and sent me back.
I knew I was it 3 people or was it just one person?
It was one tall man.
Huh. Yeah,
Very
I
tall.
remember a tall man. But
while
my
they're
goodness.
while the two of you guys are talking, Charlie's walking by and he's like, "Whoops! I guess Meteora dropped it." So he picks it up and he's holding up this. Remember the Haimon plushie that Meteora made? So he's walking between those two guys, holding up the plushies and just kind of going up to her tent. So I'm sure they saw the resemblance on the plush doll though.
The Saint of Doom, the Arbiter of the Dead. You just saw a chibi plush version of him get carried by Charlie towards Meteora.
You see me.
Oh,
Say it again.
Girder, you got cut off.
Yep, he's coming
hold
back.
on. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. Hello.
Hello. Oh, buddy, you're so robotic right now, more than Charlie, and that's something.
The state of internet in this country, I swear.
Ah.
Test.
1, 2, 3.
Oh,
And Domo arigato.
I'm on Mr. Roboto.
The roboto.
His icon popped back into the Tailspire, and then it went away.
Oh.
So fun.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
he's back.
There you are.
Are you with
Oh,
us?
it's so fun.
Nope.
Oh. I
He
thought you were back
gone,
for a second.
son.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm like putting out the morning fire. You know, just like casting a little like water
Oh.
magic.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't hear anything after the plush part.
I didn't say anything
Oh,
yet about
okay.
that.
Oh.
Yeah. This would be the next step, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just putting out the fire, and then I kind of just look up to see Charlie running around with this little plushie, and like I almost get like my eyes go wide. I get a little like cold sweat goes down, and you can see this like you know just like you can see that he's shaken just by the sheer sight of that. And I turn to look at Meteora, and where
She's
did
still
you
in
get
her
that?
tent, though.
Okay, well I will. Did Charlie go to the tent, or is Charlie just out?
Charlie took the plushie and just entered her tent because Meteor's still inside.
Well, I'll go. I'm not gonna go. I'll go up and like kind of like say like you know kind of cough loud enough to get like you know just signal that I'm there. If you're like, it is a new day. Your little friend you have. Charlie was his name. What? If you don't mind me asking, what is the thing that he is carrying?
She's still sleeping, guys.
Oh, well, fuck. Alright, well, I will...
Because since AJ hasn't got to me, I'm gonna assume she's still asleep.
Oh no,
Oh.
you can like when I wake up the party, you can wake up with them if you want. Like unless
okay,
you
she's
specifically
still
want her to
asleep.
be asleep. Yeah,
Yeah, she's still sleeping.
she's a heavy sleeper.
Well,
I think just resurrecting the dead just done something to her, that's why.
Yeah, it can be exhausting. That's true, especially your first time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
then I will hear silence and be like, she is still sleeping. Are we gonna split up and do what we want for the day? Are we waiting for her? What would you guys like to do?
I would say let's wait. Also,
Alright.
I just
Just
realized
feels-
what I look down at my inventory. I'm like, when did I get this mask?
Oh yeah, the Gemini mask.
A prize of war.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
alright.
see Ophelia like sharpen her scythe, like just sitting, sharpening.
As you run the
I look-
whetstone down it,
Yeah.
there are actual sparks jumping off of the cobalt, like electrical sparks.
I see that she has a ring on her finger, and I'm just like, that's a nice ring. I don't remember seeing it before.
Yep, it was my dad's.
Oh. My condolences.
See, you're awake now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I'm still trying to fill in the gaps between what happened yesterday to today.
Since my boss is sleeping, I'm just gonna, while everybody else is like they're talking, I'm just gonna go and find like the nearest water source, if there's one nearby, and just fill up the water skins.
Mm-hmm. There is a small winding path down to the Fulda River. I would like for you to make a survival check to look for ambush predators.
I was gonna say, like, I was gonna shout to him while I'm like sharpening the scythe, like, watch out for alligators.
Should watch out for me. Alright. Good start, guys. Good start.
Good start.
First 2 sessions
Oh,
of this
no,
campaign, I've started the first roll of each one with a nat 1. I rolled what? 6 last session? Just kill my character already, man.
No.
I'm gonna move on.
Bro, you cost me a dime, and that's not gonna happen anytime soon.
You fill the water skins. You manage to get some mud in there though, because the Fulda River is pretty murky, and so the water's gonna taste kind of earthy, but it is still potable.
Well, I like well water anyways.
Mineral water, baby.
I could probably filter out the dirt and stuff.
Mm-hmm. All right.
I'm gonna take my time though.
Okay.
You know, experiencing death. I want to kind of like, just like kind of like take a deep breath, like enjoy the little things, like take a deep breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
You know, wash my face in a cold spring creek, like just kind of just be happy that I'm here.
Mm-hmm. You take a handful of the river water and splash it over your face, and while warmer than other rivers in Eisenkrans, the Fulda River is still like fed by an underground spring, so it's definitely got a chill to it. And the steam kind of rises off of your otherwise fiery features. But that cool sensation definitely refreshes you a bit. And you take a breath of that cool air, And you look like over the water's surface, and you do see off in the distance a couple of quote-unquote logs. Very scaly logs that are probably a solid 30, 40 feet long. But they are distant.
Some long logs.
Mm-hmm. Who be cutting all these trees down?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Ophelia.
True. All right. But yeah, you do take your time getting the water, and you haul up the water skins back to camp. And by that time, I imagine Meteora has stirred from her tent. She's got the Haimon plushie under her arm.
Well, how she starts out her day is that the moment she wakes up, she just slowly reaches out and she touches her own face. She's not feeling any wrinkles, so you see Charlie walking, there you go, and he just plops on the plushie. And she's like, thanks, Charlie. And then she's like, you're welcome. He was making weird noises for a second, and then you hear a different voice. It's like, well, first time for everything, huh? And it's just like, I don't think I like doing it. It's like, look, you know, I know it sounds kind of stupid, but it was Cirilo. He's like, do you think he's like, if you manage to collect all my bodies, do you think you could maybe rest me? And she's like, you rotted away. I don't think it's possible. It's like, hey, look, you rest on a bunch of dead people, so maybe it could be. I don't know. Could we not talk about resurrecting people right now? It's like, fine. I'll get off your back. But he's like, listen, I've been at the tent and I'm feeling some weird presence. I don't know what. Look, just dead person intuition, I guess. But your large lady friend of yours she's been acting kind of weird, kind of quiet this morning. I'll have a talk with her. Thank you, Cirilo. And then the moment he finished, say thank you. Charlie kind of goes, that was weird. Do it again. And she's like, hi, Charlie. I'll be out soon, okay? Okie dokie. And he just walks out.
Did you give a name? I don't know if I broke up or not. For that, when the other voice came out, did you say a different name?
Cirilo. Yeah,
Cirilo.
Yeah, go look through the lore. You'll find him in there next to Charlie.
Yup. The character directory.
Okay.
So she goes out and she's like, it's like, good morning, guys. Everyone okay?
You see the tree that Sophelia has felled with her hands. And
I'm not there.
And she stares at the tree and is like, modern art. Okay then.
modern art or morning workout, you decide.
It can work out either way.
Why not both?
¿Por qué no los dos?
Why not both indeed?
Also,
She
around
just
this
looks
time,
around. She looks
There you
around
go.
and she just makes sure. Yeah, she looks around and makes sure there aren't other guys. Like, okay, I'm gonna have to make this really fast. And then she just, help me find most secluded body of water that I could dunk into.
Well, there is that path down to the river that Kiln took. So when you descend the path, I would like for you to make a survival check to check for ambush predators.
Okay. Eesh. Oh, it's Mr. Charlie.
I mean, it's better than me.
Survival. Hold on. So that is 11.
Okay.
Smile like that.
Because she's trying to do some kind of like, I guess the best way to call it is like just prayer, but ritualistic prayer.
Meteora, I need you to make a, let's see, a dexterity saving throw.
What the hell?
Oh, no.
As a pair of jaws larger than you emerge from the water.
What the heck? How did I not trigger it and she did?
Hold on.
I rolled a 1!
9. And that's an
Because they're
8
right
for
there.
dex.
She's a bigger morsel.
Honestly, true.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Okay, so from a giant crocodile, you are going to manage to escape. However, you are going to take some nasty piercing damage from this bite.
What the hell? Am I not right there?
Ah.
I believe we had you return to camp with the water.
I said I wasn't back yet.
Oh, okay. So you're about halfway up the path when Meteora passes you, and then you hear
I
her.
don't think, wait. I don't think that's a good idea, though. Hold on. Do you even know why I'm in the river in the first place?
Yeah, you're bathing. He's going the other way, though. He's leaving.
Do I have any clothes on? If I'm running up the, do I have any
I mean,
clothes on?
I don't think the crocodile cares if you have clothes on or not. So,
I'm talking about, oh my god.
I know you're talking about Kiln, but when the crocodile opens its mouth, I imagine you are going to scream, which is going to cause him to wheel around.
Would.
Kiln, you have one chance to stop her from taking 3d10 plus 5 piercing damage.
I will
Oh,
instantly throw out. I will use momentary stasis.
Okay, so you turn around and you cast you use momentary stasis. So the crocodile has to make a saving throw, correct?
A Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Okay, it has a +3 in that save. 9.
No.
So you see the crocodile emerge and its jaws are open. What does it look like when it's frozen in time?
You literally just like, so when it breaks the water and all the water's like around, you know how like when you were a kid you jumped out of water and it would just like kind of go with you? So like it's just scattered all around him and it frees time where its jaws are right about to clamp down. And at the same time, I want to say that I'm also half covering my eyes. Like,
Literally just having enough so
Dang.
that you can aim at the giant reptile.
Like understanding what she, and I'm like, don't worry, nope, you're good. I don't see anything, girl.
I didn't see
Freaking
nothing.
out.
I'm like, let's go back to camp.
Oh
I'm not looking. I'm not looking.
The bath will have to wait. Okay.
She just throws on a cape and just like books it. She doesn't want to be there.
Brr, 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 back up the hill.
Just flies by me. Like.
Then she just goes straight back to her tent.
Yeah,
I just
if your
see
toes
that
were in the
happen.
way, they were at risk of being pulverized under a hoof. What were
Yep.
you saying, Max?
Oh, I you know, the part where she goes back to the tent, I'm like, what just happened?
She just
Crocodile.
screams at him. It's like,
But very confusing for a droid, considering his lineage reproduces asexually.
oh no, because what Meteor wanted to do is that after resurrection, like I'm gonna assume like at least it's a ritualistic bath. Like, you know, after resurrection, it's a symbol of rebirth. She it's like she has to bathe herself while praying at the same time. That's what she attempted to do, at least until the crocodile decides like, ooh, yummy hunches.
Yep.
Oh no! And then I was not expecting myself to run out like that.
Giant crocodile don't care about nudity. Giant crocodile don't care about rituals.
Oh god! Next time, I'm not praying in the river.
One could say it was a hostile crocodile.
You know what? Next time if I'm bathing, I'm just gonna take Sophie with me.
Yeah, that crocodile wouldn't have done shit if she was there.
She'd have been like, "Oh crikey, he's a gnarly one."
Here's my workout.
Suddenly
She's
Australian.
like, you see that
Yeah.
tree? I'm gonna do the same thing to you.
Either that or she hits the Ace Ventura 2. Crocodile tries to climb out of the water. She drags him back in. Don't start what you can't finish.
Oh my god.
Seriously, okay, I was thinking, I was not expecting to run out naked. I was not expecting that to happen at all. No, poor Meteora. Oh no.
When your hand, when any part of you goes in that water and that crocodile wants some food, yeah, it's time. The reason, like in lore or in game, why that would happen, it was because a prey animal came down to the water, did their thing, and left. So it would make sense to a predator that another prey animal would be soon to follow.
Mm.
And then just saw a horse like, it's like, oh, animal.
And saw that it was a much bigger, much juicier prize.
So my nat one was
no.
to set up. If anybody else went, it was an automatic combat, basically. Like,
Not exactly, but that's kind of how it played out.
okay. I was like, how did my one? Like, I was so confused.
Your one didn't get you ambushed because I rolled high.
Mm,
That 18 I rolled afterwards? Yeah.
okay. Well, she's safe.
She
That's
is
what
safe.
matters.
You lost one use of momentary stasis, but she did not lose her ass.
She fucking rezzed me. I'm gonna
Fair.
Be pretty,
Yeah,
I'm
fair.
gonna be a pretty damn good bodyguard going forward. Like,
All right. You guys pack up camp and get ready to head back. So you guys
Yeah.
pack up camp and get ready to talk about what you plan to do.
Also, before that, you to anyone that was that watched as well, I was using my Tinker tools to essentially attach the mask onto me
Mhm.
as kind of like as a way of like attunement.
Okay. So in your second attunement, or in one of your attunement slots, I should say, go ahead and put that Gemini mask there.
All right.
And then I will update your character sheet with its effects post-session. So until we're done today, just reference
Yeah.
the description page.
But yeah, now the Gemini mask will be hidden for the most part, but when I need to use it, it will appear.
I imagine it like retracts back into your the lattice of your skull. And
Yeah,
then when you
kinda
need
like-
it pops out to replace the current faceplate you have on.
Yeah, kind of like the faceplate.
Mhm. Or in this case, half a faceplate because it's a half mask.
Yeah.
You got some Phantom of the Opera stuff going on. That's gonna look kind of wild.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys come together after having a bit of breakfast, finishing off the meal from the previous night. And you realize that you don't exactly have a plan right now. Did manage
The
to
plan
secure the
was
crown
to-
mold, but
Yeah, the plan was to take the crown mold and go to the nice dragon lady.
okay.
Yeah, we're going to Sheergrun, if I remember
We
correctly.
need we need the portal.
Yeah, 100%, yeah. That's the closest portal we can go to, unless we all want to go through the Duden Wait again.
I don't think Dunaway's safe, but as we talk about Dunaway, I slowly look at Sophelia.
What's Sophelia doing, my dear?
when you guys are like just discussing about where to go, she's just kind of like looking in the direction of Cam's. Because she has like her eagle eye, so she can see pretty far.
Yep.
Do have a couple things I would like to do in town. Or if we do feel that it is dire to go instantly, that is also fine.
I think it's dire to drop this off. Because I don't
Yeah.
want this crown anywhere near Starling or his fiends.
If we need to, I do know that Freeburg is up ahead and we can, take a day there.
Do you think they might have portals in there?
I don't think they will have portals, but if you need any shops or anything, I believe there should be some in Freeburg.
So from your current
Because we need that portal.
Freeburg is a day's trip. A day and a third. Ham's is a day's travel, and Sheergrind is about 3 days.
Oh boy, okay. But before we make any travel decision, we gotta make sure Sophie's okay with our plan.
Agreed.
Gotta be unanimous.
Sophie, Sophia, do you remember the soul coin, the mimic coins we put in inside the vault?
Yes.
Well, if we travel to where the portal is and come back, by that point, I'm sure his gold, or like Starling's gold, would have run dry by that point. Because if we're gonna fight him, we gotta make sure all of his fiend bodyguards aren't around anymore. And you could technically see this man suffering. Because the town won't be in his clutches anymore. He'll be losing control, so maybe indulge yourself into seeing that before you take him out completely. Because if you want, because remember what they said, Sophie, I take both of her hand and just squeeze it. Revenge is a dish best served cold.
As you feel as like her hand is like burning yours.
Not enough to deal damage, but it's definitely uncomfortable, the heat coming off of her.
It's okay, I got armor on, so I got claw armor, so.
And as Meteora does speak, Nessus is also jabbering. She doesn't know the loneliness you felt. Don't forget, he has to die.
Oh no, he is going to die.
You cannot hear the ring.
I know. That's just a comment. That's just a comment I'm making. Because, Sophie, if you kill him now, that's mercy.
Lies.
Didn't you want to humiliate this guy? See his almighty glory coming, and then kill him?
I want him to feel
humiliation is next to appeasement compared to what he did to you, your family.
Because here's the thing, if we want this guy to die, we have to make sure his bodyguards aren't around. Otherwise, it'll be difficult to even touch him. Because we don't need any more distractions. First, his gold needs to run dry.
She called your vengeance your reason for being a distraction. Can you believe this?
When I'm in distraction, I know.
You can't hear it. You can't hear it.
When I'm talking, I know, but when I'm talking to her, distraction means like, the fiends.
Oh, I know. I'm aware. The ring is using your words.
I know. I said, we need to get rid of those fiends.
I can cut them down if they stand in my way.
But there's so much of them, Sophie.
How long of a journey have you been on thus far? Has it been a while?
I've left home for so long. I don't remember everything's.
Would a couple more
Faded.
days destroy your entire plan?
A couple more days
has a
and he can
point.
slip away. His spies are everywhere.
What if he slithers away again?
And we can always
And we
find
just-
him.
It'll just be easier to hunt down. He doesn't have his power
Not
he
only
once
that-
had.
Yeah, that, and not only that, he doesn't really keep himself quiet. He's always, like, boastful about what he does. He's associate. He's always trying to make connections, and we'll find him.
What happens when next time they say, we'll get him next time? And then the time after that. This has to be done now.
Because we're just gonna drop off the mold and come back to get this guy.
Yeah, I definitely get, like, it's gonna sound like 300 or 400 voices going at it at the same time. Like
And was she
that
cringing?
oh my
like,
god, would you
Sophie?
all shut up kind of sensation for Ophelia.
Was like, Sophie, are you okay? What's wrong?
No, I'm not okay.
Then tell me.
Ugh. I can't. There's just
Why
too much you
not?
don't understand.
Then help me understand.
I can't.
Are you bound by spell?
Spell? Oh,
So this is a choice to withhold information. Just want to clarify. Sorry to
hold
butt in, but
information.
if this is
I
something
wanna
you
kill
can
this man.
explain, we understand that.
This,
I even just got
Not
into this
with-
party and I understand that. Clearly you
I'm
do.
not withholding information.
this wizard oversteps. He does not understand what we are going through.
In this whole conversation, does it look like she's having two conversations?
She definitely is visibly distracted.
Can I make
An insight check.
an insight check?
Yes.
Come on, roll high. Roll high.
Hold on. While doing that, I'm going to cast Owl's Wisdom on myself to get advantage,
Okay.
Come on.
because this is important.
It is important.
Oh!
Let's go!
Hey!
Alright, so that'll be a 22.
So the specific, like, emotional response you're seeing is the, oh my god, too many people are talking. There's too much going on. Everybody stop and let me think. But it doesn't seem like she's being able to get the chance to think.
But I can tell that there's voices in her head talking to her.
Something is definitely amplifying the stress. Oop, hang on a sec. What the?
What's going on?
Hello?
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 There, oh,
Hello?
Hello?
Heidi was just saying Discord poopy.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm gonna hold up my
Oh,
hand
yeah.
to the party and be like, hold on one second. Like, you know, they'd be like, chill out. Like, just kind of like,
Mhm.
do the whole, like, calm down gesture a little bit, like, it's simmer down, or like, and then with that insight, I'm gonna be like, something is not all entirely as it seems, and if we could use the process of elimination, the only new variable to this is that ring. Are you
Her
hearing
father's
a
ring?
voice in your head through your ring?
What about the crown mold or the proximity to our prey? Finally, after so many years, we've never been this close.
The ring. Figured
The ring?
it's
What's
I
it doing
believe
to you?
she is hearing
Then-
somebody through her ring.
Is it your father?
no. But it's just everyone's just so loud. I can't focus.
Oh, I thought I was talking quite quietly.
Well, I do apologize for that.
And as her
But-
stress increases, you guys can actually feel the heat radiating off of her.
Well, I don't
This is a
think
very
we can...
important decision, and I feel like we should handle it level-headedly. We're not telling you to not get your revenge. You've already been on a long journey. A couple more days is all it would take to see some massive backlash from what we just did to them. But ultimately, it is your decision.
He's right. Do you wish to finally make right, or are you going to continue to be a victim?
I will only tolerate one more day. If we can make it to where you say we can make it to.
Didn't they say it was 3 days though?
Sheergrind is 3 days travel. Yes.
So
And that's
3
where
days back,
the-
so a week. Pretty much.
So that's gonna... What is it? And that's the only place with the, what's it called? Teleportation pad, right?
Yes. The teleportation circle.
And wouldn't Sophie know that it's gonna take 3 days at least?
She'd be aware.
Three days, no more.
I'm sorry to say it would also take 3 days to get back as well. Just to clarify, so it's not surprising to you.
Just kind of like looks at him.
I'll throw my hands up like, oh, okay.
Before falling
Like-
silent, the ring says one more thing to you. You shame the memories of your tribe by letting him continue to draw breath. And
Sophie,
after that,
if the ring...
shuts up completely and goes cold.
Sophie, has that ring been saying
Hmm.
some weird things to you?
Constantly.
No, I'm not trying... I'm not... Just by the way, I'm not trying to diss your father's ring, but the moment you had it, you looked troubled. What's it been telling you?
Just too many things about my past.
Too many things. Sophie, you can't... Please, don't be vague. I need to understand you.
I'm definitely gonna be checked out at this point. Being like, I got my point across. This party's been long enough. They've been together way longer than me. I'm a butt out of this now.
Mhm.
Like,
Though you definitely have a new subject for research planned, I imagine.
yes.
I look at Sophie and just say, Sophie, you're my battle sister. I have your back. And I'd like to think that you trust me at least. We've been through so much. Whatever you have it going on, if you don't think I don't understand, then I would like to think that I have the capacity to understand. So give me a chance to understand what's going on.
It's just
Mm-hmm.
losing everyone.
Isn't what?
Losing everyone has an effect on weak people like me.
Oh, Sophie, you're not weak. What are you talking about? You are the strongest person I've ever met. I mean, I grew up as an orphan, and I didn't have a family in the beginning, but goodness, I don't think I could ever imagine my life without my sisters and then my coven fathers and mothers. And for you to come this far, that tells me how lonely you were. At the same time, how strong you were to come this far. And due to that, whatever it means, I want to try to support you best as I can. But now, you don't have to be alone. You have us. And if any of those boys die, I could always resurrect them back. And I just smile at her.
I get a cold shiver.
The chill of death runs down your spine.
But Sophie, you were never weak. Wait, has that ring been telling you you're weak? And the Meteor just glares at the ring. I'm sorry, I know that's your father's heirloom, but it has no right to.
It at no point called her. I know that.
Oh yeah, I know, but but Meteora doesn't know that. She just knows that the ring is a bitch to her. That's all she thinks of.
Well, sorry I've been so strange.
No, I think we've seen things that's a lot stranger. But I will admit, you did got me worried a bit.
Yeah.
This revenge is yours, and I really don't want to. And I don't think I would like to. I don't want to say that I'm keeping this away from you either. But it just. While we fight with the crown mold, it's too much risk. And not to mention, sorry for sounding a little. Well, I guess you could call this weak too. Well, I nearly lost two of my friends yesterday. Kiln and then, God forsake, Acer almost died too. For one day, I don't think I can handle another big battle. It took a lot of me yesterday. I don't think I can go fight again today. Not especially a big one. And I think even Acer too. I think he's still pretty out of it too. Basically, right now, with what we've been through, I don't think neither of us could give you the best assist you need for this battle. So, at least we need one less burden, which is the crown mold. Because if this thing... I mean, Kiln died for this thing. I need to make sure that it gets to the right place.
Yes, of course. It's important that the army doesn't get a hold of it.
But at the same time, Sophie, you're important too. If you think we need to do this today, and if you speak of it, then I'll try to convince other guys. But at the same time, please keep in mind, if we're going to fight Sterling, we need the best chance we can get. And those fiends, they're a lot to deal with.
Okay.
And especially that thing we saw underground.
Ugh. It's a walking pimple.
I mean, I did use my good perfume on that, so that speaks a lot of volume.
Well, Sheargrind, we're going.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm just kind of jotting down with like a ear. It could be like sisterhood is a beautiful thing. Close this notebook.
With the decision made to travel to Sheargrind. Welcome to level 8.
Let's go!
Yay.
Yo, holy shit!
Oh, if this is the case, oh my goodness, you guys are ready for something?
Oh, we're ready for some big games.
Acer basically just doubled his effectiveness on the battlefield.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think I've reached this high level before.
Besides in
well, in Curse of Strahd.
Curse of Strahd, but yeah.
Yeah.
Fighter, and now Echo Knight.
Oh, by the way,
You're
while
going Echo Knight?
Meteora was talking
Yes.
to Sophie, Gerder, the whole time, like, she can't look at Kiln. She kept just thinking about the boarding shenanigans, and she's like, "A man saw me naked. I'm so getting killed by my coven sisters.
I'm gonna need
My
to.
dead mother's going to kill me."
And for anybody who may be watching on YouTube, we are going to do like the full level up as we go, like in session. So
Yay.
that might be something you want to skip. If you want to still be here for the banner, that's fine. You can hang out. But we are going to go character by character and figure out what they get. So
Totally forgot we were
Yep.
recording.
All right, I need to raise my health and all that.
Oh, I think you might have been bugging out when I mentioned it earlier, but like I said, we are going to be putting this on YouTube, so don't say anything too like
We're in.
personal,
Get too personal.
Yeah.
like no addresses, phone numbers, things like that. So
Yeah.
I mean, we don't normally do that anyways.
Yeah.
So we are going to go in alphabetical order. So that means, Acer, you are first.
Alrighty.
So, with Fighter, you gain access to Echo Knight,
Insane.
as well
Yeah.
as Champion and Battlemaster.
Just so you know, dude, I was also a fighter Echo Knight in our other campaign
Cool.
with AJ, and it's really fucking fun.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a blast, dude.
So, we are going to bring up the fighter class. So, at 3rd level, you gain Martial Archetype. That is the only feature you gain, quote unquote, from your main class. So for hit points, are we rolling or taking average?
What's the average again?
Average for fighter is 6 plus your Constitution modifier.
6 plus con.
Or 1d10
Okay.
plus con.
Oh, 1d10 plus con?
Fighters have a hit dice of 1d10, as do rangers.
Alrighty.
So you could theoretically get 7, 8, or 9, or 10 instead of just 6.
Right,
There's
so
also the
that's
risk of less.
a risk. I'll try once, see how this goes with
Roll.
the roll.
Roll 1d10. Your roll is permanent.
Alright. Here we go.
Nice.
Good luck, man. Good luck.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
Yo!
That is good.
9
That's
plus your
what's up.
Constitution modifier. Add that
All right.
to your maximum hit points.
Alright, so that's 63 plus 12.
Which puts you at 75.
God,
Nice.
75, and then
so
on
many
top of
hit
the
points
8,
compared to me.
so...
So you have 80 with aid.
Nice.
All right. At 8th level, your proficiency bonus will still be +3. It goes up at 9th level. So the next level, your proficiency bonus will become 4.
Got it.
Okay. So with Champion, which we're going to do the extra ones before we jump over to Echo Knight. So you have first improved critical. Beginning when you choose this archetype at 3rd level, your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Ooh.
So I'm bringing up your character sheet right now. I'm going to be adding these
Yep.
features as we go.
Thank you very much.
So, improved critical. So as this is a passive feature, make sure you note it because it is always active.
Yeah, I'll turn this into like I'll turn the words into like a dark green.
Okay. Your weapon attacks score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20. And then from Battlemaster, so we hop back over to Fighter, click Battlemaster. You get Combat Superiority. So you learn maneuvers that are fueled by special dice called superiority dice. You learn 3
Huge.
maneuvers of your choice. Many maneuvers enhance an attack in some way. You can only use 1 maneuver per attack. You learn 2 more at fighter level 7, fighter level 10, and fighter level 15. Each time you learn new maneuvers, you can also replace 1 maneuver you know with a different one. You have 4 superiority dice, which are d8s at your current fighter level. A superiority die is expended when you use it. You regain them all when you finish a short or long rest. So there's a good reason to use your maneuvers a lot. You gain another at fighter level 7 and another at fighter level 15. Some of your maneuvers require your target to make a saving throw to resist the maneuver's effects. The saving throw DC is calculated as follows. It is 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your strength or dex, your choice. I am assuming dex.
Yeah.
So, for combat superiority, I am simply going to put the base description, and then once we go over to class resource pools, I will be adding the descriptions for the maneuvers you choose. So I'm going to send you the link for your maneuvers so that you can look over them.
Yep, I'm already looking over them right now.
Remember, no unearthed arcana. That is the only restriction. Everything else is fair game.
Yep.
And you get to choose 3. All right. And it is an important distinction that when it says you gain maneuvers at certain levels, that is specifically fighter levels.
Yep.
Some of the maneuvers required saving throw to resist.
Nope. BRB.
Okay.
Okay, so I need to pop over to your class resource pools and make a 4th column. have 4. Okay, Max, what maneuvers are you choosing?
I am looking over them right now.
Okay. Well, in that case, I will also hop over to Echo Knight and explain what you gain. Because you gain 2 features from it.
Right.
At 3rd level, you can use a bonus action to magically manifest an echo of yourself in an unoccupied space you can see within 15 feet of you. This echo is a magical, translucent gray image of you that lasts until it is destroyed, until you dismiss it as a bonus action, until you manifest another echo, or until you're incapacitated. Your echo has AC 14 plus your proficiency bonus, so a 17 right now, 1 hit point, and immunity to all conditions. If it has to make a save, it uses your saving throw bonus for the roll. It is the same size as you, and it occupies its space, which means you can't, it would be difficult terrain for your ally to go through your echo. On your turn, you can mentally command the echo to move up to 30 feet in any direction. No action required. If your echo is ever more than 30 feet from you at the end of your turn, it is immediately destroyed. As a bonus action, you can teleport, magically swapping places with your echo at a cost of 15 feet of your movement, regardless of the distance between the two of you. When you take the attack action on your turn, any attack you make with that action can originate from your space or the echo space. You make this choice for each attack. And when a creature that you can see within 5 feet of your echo moves at least 5 feet away from it, you can use your reaction to make an opportunity attack against that creature as if you were in the echo space.
Cool.
And Unleash Incarnation. You can heighten your echo's fury. Whenever you take the attack action, you can make 1 additional melee attack from the echo's position. You can use this feature a number of times equal to your Constitution modifier and regain all expended uses when you finish a long rest.
Nice.
Manifest Echo can be used as many times as you like. Unleash Incarnation has a limit, which I'm now adding a 6th column to your resource page. This is basically your version of spells. That's why fighters in Valbara are the equivalent of a spellcaster from martials. So, Incarnation. That would charge all longest. And what is your Constitution modifier currently?
+3.
Okay, so you can use Unleash Incarnation 3 times a day.
All right.
Remember, though, that it is limited to melee attacks.
Yes.
Manifest Echo. And you now have a use for, you have an always use of your bonus action if you don't already have an echo out.
Mm-hmm.
You can just pop an echo out.
Oh, I think I know one of the combat maneuvers I'm taking.
What would that be?
Parry.
Good choice. Does it require you to have a melee weapon in your hand?
You can use your reaction to expend a superiority die, reduce the damage by number roll to your superiority die plus your dexterity modifier. It's only if the creature damages you with a melee attack.
Oh, yeah. So you don't actually have to have a melee weapon in your hand. You just you can only parry melee attacks. Okay, that's a good choice then, because if a creature gets close to you unexpectedly, you can use your reaction to parry.
Mm-hmm. Another one I was looking at earlier. Let's see. Ooh, okay. I am going to go with my next two being Disarming Strike and Distracting Strike. Or Disarming Attack and Distracting Strike.
Okay. I will get those
Perfect.
in momentarily. Yep.
Okay.
Alright, there's Manifesto. Oh, yeah, that's true. That's part of her, Sophilia's background. Unleash.
Wait, Sophie not talking?
Oh, I think she was just dropping the info in the chat.
Oh, okay.
So it's
okay.
easily viewable.
I'm eating animal crackers.
Yum.
Ooh,
They're not
tasty.
they're
Wait,
not in
can
your
you
soup,
have
though.
crackers?
I'm like mushing them, like with my
Oh, okay,
like
okay.
saliva.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, as long as it's not hurting you, then, you know.
Yeah. They're the really like break apart easy ones.
Classic. I like the chocolate one, though.
I wish these ones came in chocolate. These are the circus ones, or whatever they're called.
The Barnum and Bailey or whatever.
Something like that.
Okay. Last resource pools, unleash incarnation, maneuvers. So we have Harry. We have disarming attack.
Oh, you also called the second after improved critical, it still says action surge for the next feat
Oh.
for the next trait.
Oh, whoops. There you go.
All right.
And last resource pool. So you've got parry, disarming attack, distracting strike, and you've got one more.
Oh, one more?
No, you learned 3. I'm sorry. You're right.
Yeah.
And then once we get these maneuvers, then you are good to go. Okay. Disarming attack.
Too much got mine all set up.
Oh, you finished it already?
I just need you to put in like my
Your new
my
features.
skill and
So, distracting strike. Okay. Acer is done. So next
Oh.
is kill.
All right.
So let's hop over to
Wizard.
So Kiln,
Wizard.
ability score improvement, or you may take a feat.
I'm taking the 2024 feat Warcaster.
Warcaster 2024.
Ooh.
Take Sentinel.
No.
What
What the fuck?
I'm like, what would they have to do with?
Did you not just see me get one shot when I was in melee?
So, your intelligence, I am assuming, is going to go up by 1.
Yes.
So, your intelligence is now a 20, capped, which means your saving throw, all of your intelligence skills are going to go up by 1. And
You're a smart feller.
your spell save DC and the number of spells you can prepare is also going to
I get 2
increase.
more. I get 2 more spells, right?
I know you get at least 1 more because of your increased intelligence. I haven't gotten to the rest. So, first, health. Do you wish to roll or take average?
Average.
Okay.
I can't risk it as a wizard.
Yeah. 4 plus your constitution modifier. So 6 more hit points. Putting you at 55. Or 60 with aid.
Alright.
Let's see. And at 8th level, you have... Sorry, it's 9th level where you get access to 5th level spells. So you have 4, 3, 3, 2 for your spell slots.
Okay.
And then, so I believe you gain 1 more known spell. You can add a spell to your book that is appropriate for your level.
I'm gonna take greater invisibility.
Good choice.
Do I only get 1 more spell? Oh, I got 2 more.
Each time you gain a wizard level, you can add 2 wizard spells. Yep. So you get to pick 1 more.
I'll take Hypnotic Pattern.
That is also 4th. Right?
Well, 1 was 4th and 1 was 3rd.
Oh, I think hypnotic.
Hypnotic is a 4th.
Oh,
pretty
greater
sure.
invis is 3rd?
Let me just double check. Sorry.
Greater invis is 4th.
And then
Hypnotic pattern is 3rd.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, those 2.
Okay. So hypnotic pattern. That
Ooh.
description. All right. Again, I am assuming 2024 unless said otherwise.
I honestly didn't even look at those two, in all honesty.
Okay.
Because whenever I pull up any actual like D&D site, they still just show the normal stuff. You have to like go out of your way to find the 2024 one stuff.
5e tools is what I use.
Mm-hmm.
5e tools has both.
5e.
5e dot tools. Caster.
Hypnotic powder. Yeah, that's fine for both of them.
Okay. So yeah, you can actually AOO with spells now.
Oh.
Shocking Grasp is usually a good choice for this.
I can what?
You can attack. You can make attacks of
Oh, right,
opportunity
right.
with spells.
I mean, I can do it with anything.
With
So,
anything, yes.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna be doing shocking grasp.
Mhm. It's just like one that is like an easy one to do, you know.
I'm gonna be using it way more for like I get a chance to control the situation.
Yes, control spells
I,
will
like,
be nice.
Yes,
Something like
instead of just
hold
doing the-
person or something like that.
literally,
You know?
like that's gonna be really useful for
Mhm.
party. So
And you can also cast or perform somatic components of spells even if your hands are full, which is actually pretty important. And you have advantage on constitution saves for concentration, which is amazing.
yeah, that's why I took it. Like so that way when I use haste or use a control spell or something that's concentrating, it's like all right, I'm still gonna hold that shit down.
Yep. And then wizard has heat, and I think you're all set. Health, the
Can
new
I
spells.
get the thing thrown in under my class resources? The once per short rest, taking I can refund or get spell slots back.
Oh, certainly. Let's see. Recovery. So, arcane recovery is once per day, and the description is okay. And I can put this on the actual main features and traits. Parentheses. Charge on long rests. Okay, Arcane Recovery has been added.
Okay.
Next would be Meteora.
Yay.
Ooh, nice. You get a bunch of stuff. So,
Ooh.
first, health. You have a D8. Would you like to roll or take average?
8. I'll take an average.
Okay, that means 5 plus your Constitution modifier is how much you add to your maximum hit points. So,
Okay, hold on.
5 plus 2 is 7. You are now at 67 maximum.
Yay.
With aid, that would go up to 72 if you have it cast on you. That's what Acer does that. You get an ability score improvement, or you may take a feat. What would you like to do?
What would be the feats be?
So feats are special abilities that you can add to your character, or you can increase something like your wisdom to make your spells harder to resist, or constitution to make yourself like have more health, strength to make your weapon hit your hammer hit harder.
Would I be able to add to the initiation bonus?
Your
Is that
initiative?
possible?
If you increase your dexterity, yes.
Okay. So if I'm gonna increase my skill set, how many points am I allowed to use?
So you can either put +1 in 2 stats, or you can put +2 in 1 stat. Do note that your modifier only increases on even numbers. So, like, if you maxed out your wisdom, it would go up to 20, which would make your modifier 5, which would make all of your wisdom skills better, and it would make your spells much more effective.
And I'll do wisdom.
Wisdom? Okay. It is always a good choice to max out your primary stat. Like, that is never a wrong choice.
Ooh.
So your animal handling increases to 8. Your insight increases to 8. Your medicine increases to 8. Your survival increases to 5. Your perception increases to 5, which means your passive perception is now 15.
Cool.
All right. Your destroy undead feature increases in power. You can now instantly destroy undead of challenge rating 1 or lower. So that would be class resource pools. That's already noted. So your channel divinity is at 2 of 2 because you rested. You gain a new Death Cleric feature. At 8th level, you gain Divine Strike. You can infuse your weapon strikes with necrotic energy. Alternatively, you can take Blessed Strikes. So the difference is Divine Strike only applies to weapon attacks, but deals an extra 1d8 necrotic attack or necrotic damage once per turn. Blessed Strikes deals the same in radiant damage and applies to cantrips or weapon attacks, but you can only use this feature once per round. I'm sorry.
Once per round. I think I'll go with the first one.
You're gonna go with Divine Strike, the one that only applies to weapons.
Yeah. Is that what it was? Divine Strikes.
Divine Strike only applies to weapons. Blessed Strikes applies to weapons and cantrips. Divine Strike does necrotic damage. Blessed Strikes does radiant damage. Divine Strike can be used once per turn. Blessed Strikes can be used once per round.
I think I'll go with the divine.
Divine strikes. Okay. So, features and traits. Divine strike. 1 per turn. So that does mean that if you divine strike on your turn, and then an enemy provokes an attack of opportunity from you, you can divine strike off turn as well, where you wouldn't be able to do that with blessed strikes.
Got it.
But divine strike only works in melee. That's the important part.
That means basically it's a close range spell, right? In a way.
Close range ability, yep.
Yeah.
It basically just makes your weapon always cloaked in necrotic energy.
Cool.
So now when you're walking around town and you've got your flail or your maul hanging off of you, it's just constantly covered in death energy. Okay. And then you also get an additional 4th level spell slot.
Oh, yay. Let me see.
So
I
you
think
have 2 of 2. And because you increase your wisdom, so your wisdom is 8 plus proficiency bonus.
creature.
So you can prepare. Wisdom modifier, so 5 plus your your cleric level, so 5 plus 8. So that would be 13 you can prepare.
Ooh, okay.
Right now you have 11 prepared. So you get to
okay,
add
11, so I can do one, what is it, 1/4 level, and what's another one I'm allowed?
You can prepare spells of any level that you have slots for.
Ah, okay. Okay, fourth level. I'll add Guardian of Faith for the 4th level.
Guardian of Faith.
Hell yeah.
And you have one more.
And I'll do, let's see, what's a good one for... let's say... Because I know Kilm can use spells, so I want to try doing ones that he doesn't have, so that could be a good stuff, though. Let's say,
you can curate the list so that it excludes spells from the wizard spell list by making the wizard option red.
Yeah, when you put cleric on it, so it shouldn't show me any wizard stuff.
If they're shared by cleric and wizard, it will.
Ah, okay.
Because there is some spell overlaps.
Ah, okay. I guess I probably should put anything more healing related.
Wizards famously cannot heal. So
So let's see. What's a good healing spell? Let's see, there's Prayer of Healing.
Do you have
I have Healing Word, I have...
at 4th level? Was that one of them?
I have Remove Curse. Cure Wound.
So spells that are not shared with Wizard at 4th level are Aura of Desecration, Aura of Life, Aura of Purity, Death Ward, Freedom of Movement, Guardian of Faith, and Shape Plants.
I don't think I have some of the ones you mentioned on the one I'm looking at. Let's see, is that what's the other one? Do I have, okay, yeah, I have Remove Curse, so there's that. Do I have Mass Healing Word?
You could also Mass Healing Word is a 3rd level spell.
Okay.
But you can prepare that if you want it. It is a bonus action AoE heal.
I'll add Mass Healing Word. I feel like healing
bonus action heals are always really strong.
Yeah.
It's a bonus action.
Yeah, up to 6 creature of your choice can see within range. So that should help a lot.
Okay.
It's definitely a good spell.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I had your Freedom of Movement on the wrong spell level.
Oh, okay.
That is a 4th level spell.
You sure it's not first?
Freedom of Movement? Definitely not first.
I'm pretty sure it's a first level spell.
I don't think so.
Well, we tried.
All right. And that should be Meteora sorted.
Yay.
Yep. Just make sure if you are using a melee weapon to keep those divine strike that divine strike ability in mind. Okay. Sophelia.
The old bonk stick.
Health. Would you like to roll or take average? Your die is a D12.
Woo!
The
dang.
highest hit die in the game.
Jesus.
And then it'd be a 7 for the half.
7 is your average. Yep.
You might gamble that one.
All right. Roll a single D12. The result is permanent.
So guys, come on. Come on, girly.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice.
That's a
Plus
good
your
one.
Constitution modifier.
Holy crap.
Plus
9
7.
plus 3 is 12. So
was
you
a
are
good level
now
of session,
at
Jesus.
Plus 2.
111 hit points.
Fucking what?
Thank you, lady.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was at 99 before.
Holy shit!
Jeez.
Yeah, damn.
And then also at this level,
Woman.
you can either increase an
Where'd that
ability
barn
score,
door come
or
from?
you can take a feat. Which would you like to do?
Okay, so I really do want to take a feat.
Yeah, we know what you're taking. Come on.
Sentinel.
Yeah. Because I was trying to go back and forth between getting, like, my strength to 20.
Your strength is already 20.
No, I changed it.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Oh.
Because I was going back and forth in reading.
Okay.
No, I changed it back to 18.
Gotcha.
Oh. What's your constitution?
16.
It's a plus 3.
Also, if she
bonuses.
does increase her constitution, it applies retroactively to her health, which means she gets more health.
Oh yeah.
Sentinel. That
Just
would
have
be
more than double my health.
That would have been so helpful in that last battle.
Yeah.
Well, we can always fight again soon.
I mean, we're
It
stronger
will
now,
happen
so-
eventually.
Yeah.
that will be valuable in the arena as well. Oh, as part of the new 2024 Sentinel, you get to increase your strength or dex by 1. As
Oh
part.
shit!
Um,
Huge.
strength.
All right. your strength becomes a 19, which doesn't change your modifier yet. But if you get another feat that increases your strength,
exactly.
It'll go to
that's
20.
Really good. There you
Guardian,
go.
immediately after a creature within 5 feet of you takes the disengage action or hits a target other than you with an attack, you can make an opportunity attack against that creature. And when you hit a creature with an opportunity attack, its speed becomes 0 for the rest of the current turn.
Insane. Sentinel's so good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's a buff to Sentinel, by the
Yeah,
way.
there's like even more now. You get to get a +1 from it. That's insane. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what the 2024 Warcaster was. That's why I took that. Because they added getting a plus to your score, and I'm like, that's insane.
Yep, Warcaster is basically the magic version of Sentinel.
Yeah. Like,
But
that's
you could
crazy.
actually, I think, theoretically stack Sentinel on it if you did use melee spells.
I'm not doing that. What the
But
hell?
that would be like for a mage who has spec'd out to have like
Spell
strong
slinger or something,
armor.
like-
Sentinel is added to your feats and campaign traits.
Yay.
Okie dokie. And that is Sophilia's sword. Hers is easy. There's no fancy spells to muck about with.
Yeah. I did some other stuff too, so.
At this level, you get you don't get anything but the ASI. I think.
Yeah, that's why it was easy.
Yep.
So my proficiency stays the same. My rage times stay the same.
Okay. All right, we are all leveled up, gang,
All right.
Alrighty.
and we
Some
are going
butts.
to begin the journey towards Sheergrind. Okay. So I need to change our map.
2.5 hour camp session.
Also, when we level up, there's one more thing that happens.
Okay.
So I try and concentrate for a little bit, trying to, I've been trying to train for something in terms of like Arcana, and after a while, something appears. You see a blue, like some sort of blue orb appear, and then all of a sudden, you see like a translucent blue version of Acer. But it's not Acer per se. This is AC-154 again.
Mm-hmm.
And the moment he appears, he looks around and goes, scanning, and recognizes you two, recognizes Sophelia and Meteor, and goes, 2 allies detected. Then he sees Kiln and goes, one unknown
Unknown quantity or something like that.
one unknown entity, possibly ally. Then he sees Acer and goes, discrepancy detected. Pulls out his swords and starts heading towards me.
Oh.
And Acer's just he's a little bit shocked that 1, it worked, but 2, that his older version's about to attack him.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
he gets ready to yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no. So he's essentially just he gets ready to defend himself.
Mm-hmm. So the two of you engage in battle. Soon though, you are going to gain the upper hand because AC-154 might have been programmed for combat, but you've got something it doesn't. Much more experience. And once you defeat it, you finally land a blow because the two of you go blow for a while. Nobody quite landing anything definitive. But once you do, it vanishes. That projection disappears. And when you manifest it once more, this time it does not approach you in anger or in a need to erase you. This time it simply stands awaiting orders.
Yep, and I just let him know. You don't need to panic. We are one and the same.
Holy shit!
It's like, and he just goes, error. There can only be one Advanced Commander 154. And I just go, I know, but hear me out. You are part of me and I'm part of you. I've just pulled you out from my backup memory and you will be a part of us now. And he goes, understood.
Updating Kingslayer protocol. Update complete.
I genuinely go, what the fuck?
That voice comes from inside Acer's chassis, not from where he's been speaking from.
Care to elaborate?
No, I'm just as confused as you are.
Yeah, like, the fuck? Like...
Meteor, remember that talk a while back when we were back on the floating island?
We had a lot of conversation. Which part?
The one where I wasn't going to go towards necromancy anymore.
I do remember. I do recall it that.
Just writing all this.
This is my alternative to this.
I like it.
If I... Thank you.
I mean, I didn't like the fact that he tried to kill you, but it is what it is.
Granted, I did pull him out of my memory, and it looks like the memory... I pulled him out from my memory, and before I could finish, AC-154 interrupts. I remember helping you two, and
So,
he talks to
he's-
Sophelia and Meteora.
He's you, but not you.
We... I am just confused as well, but... And this is AC-154 talking, but he says, I'm confused, but it seems that your friend here, looking toward Acer, has pulled me out to help you.
Oh, wait, so he
in
can
the-
talk too?
Yes, he could talk too.
Oh.
I'm gonna be like fascinating, writing down in my journal. I'm gonna go up and start like poking him.
And when you try poking him, it just passes through.
Actually, it doesn't,
Yeah.
because remember, he occupies space.
Oh, he does occupy space. Okay.
Yep.
How much fascinating! Oh my god.
So this projection
kinda go-
is physical.
This is extraordinary. Like, how the hell did this just happen?
You look
I-
at Charlie, and he's extending beside Meteora, but he doesn't look too happy, and he's like, "Oh, now there's two of them." I'm like, Charlie, be nice.
AC-154 tilts his head, or like, cocks his head, seeing the autognome, and goes, new entity spotted. But yeah, And so Acer goes back to talking, but yeah, he will be helping us.
Wow.
Can I make an Arcana check or some shit? Like,
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Well, I can't because I'm waiting on GM, but...
Oh, Apologies.
Oh,
I
there's
am
stuff
going
again?
to...
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Boards.
This is while we're traveling as well.
Yeah.
Just want to do it.
Oh,
Wow, I'm rolling low. Okay, well, that'll be a 13.
So this projection seems to be some sort of projected light. But...
So I know it's not real.
Which
Like,
explains the distance limitation. Because the light, if it gets too far away, would dissipate. However, this is like a quote-unquote hard light projection.
It's like a light clone.
Exactly. That is actually a physical object of hardened light energy.
But I know it's not like, is this real? Like, how should I be treating this thing? Is what I'm looking for. Like does it?
Person.
Exactly. Like, do I treat this thing with like the equal respect of like an actual living being, or is this literally just a magical projection that isn't truly real?
This is a figment of Acer's original programming. So this is Acer when he was first activated. Essentially. But now able to grow and experience. Because it's no longer locked away in his mind.
mm-hmm.
So
And
this is the same
essentially
Acer
he can run two personality programs at the same time. Sorry, Max, go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah, essentially this is the same Acer that, or AC-154 that you met in the caves. When Acer was essentially downed by Glenn Webley.
When Glenn was, like, still human.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. So, when Glenn killed Acer the first time, Acer's backup program, the Kingslayer protocol, restored a backup personality to him to get his body to safety. And once he was safe, the system then repaired its last saved copy of his current personality and allowed that to take over once more. So AC-154 is basically playing from backup. Droid things.
Yeah.
So it is its own thing. Like,
Yes.
it's gonna make its own
It is
memories.
its own thing. He is
got its own
essentially another
personality,
person.
like-
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
He is more rigid when it comes to his personality.
Mm-hmm. Because originally Acer was constructed to hunt and kill aberrant creatures. And you don't
I'm
really
just
need a
taking
vibrant
notes
personality. for that.
frivolously, just going absolutely fascinating.
Mm-hmm. By Jove, he's got it. All right. So as you guys travel, you see approaching you a group of people carrying what looks to be packs on their backs. One of them is currently seated on a rock on the side of the road and like painfully cradling their ankle. The one who is holding their ankle looks to be a bugbear man. And opposite him, tending to his wounds, is what appears to be a beast skin woman.
Hmm.
The other two figures are a pair of children. Boys, looks like. The woman is
Also-
like kind of fussing over him and slapping his hands out of the way as she's kind of like giving him a splint. It looks like he might have broken his ankle.
Mm.
Can I do something?
As you approach them, the beast skin woman stands up and she says, "Hail, stranger. Please be aware we are armed, but we mean you no harm if you mean us none."
So before I do anything, I just reach out and said, and could I cast a healing word without looking threatening?
If you are you telling them that?
Yeah.
Okay. You want to heal us? Oh, you I'm sorry. I did not recognize your vestments, priestess. You are priestess of Haimon, Saint Haimon. Lady Sandrine, Mother Moon. By all means, and thank you.
Before I heal, may I ask one thing?
Ask away.
I look at the injury and said, how did you get your injuries?
Oh, I'm a klutz. I rolled my ankle, stepped off the path.
Ah.
I just yelled in there, like.
Yeah.
At least you have all of your skins and all of your bones.
Thankfully.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
So I reached out and you see like a light coming from Meteora's hand and she casts heal.
Mm-hmm. Healing word. When you speak the incantation, the wound begins immediately to repair itself. The bone aligns and stitches itself back together inside his leg. And he very tentatively stands on it. And it bears his weight. And when I say it bears his weight, this man is probably 275 pounds of raw muscle. So he's a bugbear. Thank you so much, priestess. Are you folks headed north? I mean, obviously you're headed north. Are you heading to Sheergrund?
Is that where the teleportation is, guys?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then I answer me yes, we're headed to Shilgrin.
Oh, just wanted to make you aware, there is a Crimson Army blockade before you reach Earth Pillar Ascent. So, just be careful.
Are you guys headed that way?
Oh, we're actually coming from that way.
You're
They went through our goods and they did something called a mind scan. Apparently, one of their kind. Weird two-headed Drakon. Very strange thing.
Jeez.
But apparently it rooted around in our minds looking for something. We didn't want any trouble. It's the Crimson Army. So we just let them do whatever they wanted. They took some of our coin, unfortunately. They called it civil asset forfeiture. And
do you guys have enough to eat?
yes, they didn't take any of our actual goods, just money. But once we arrive in Cams, we're going to figure our situation out.
How much? Hey, AJ, just asking out of I don't know this, but I'm sure.
Meteora would.
Yeah, Meteora would know this. How many money would it make up for the amount they lost?
So a family this size and in this economic state, looking at their clothing and stuff, they're not rich. They're not terribly poor. Dad's probably a worker. Mom looks like a hunter. So probably 50 copper would be enough to see them on their way.
Then I'll give them about how much about 3 silver would equal to a copper?
Money conversions, I think, are on your character sheets.
I
believe 10 copper is a silver.
Rules reference. Currency guide. Yep. 10 copper is a silver piece. Yep.
10 copper, a silver.
So 5
piece.
silver would be essentially what.
Okay. So then I ask him the amount that he lost, and he answers. And the moment he answers, I hand him about 10 silvers, right?
5 silver. Or hang on,
Okay,
sorry.
so
Yeah, 5 silver would be what they lost.
then I hand him 5 silver, and I said, I hope this could help.
Oh, thank you for your graciousness, priestess. That's Yeah, that's pretty much what they took from us. Do be careful when you're going through there. Keep your weapons stowed and just hope that you can make it safely through to Earth Pillar Ascent.
Think of it as a payment for the information you provided with us.
Thank you. If I may, while you are climbing the Earth Pillar, make sure you stop and just enjoy the scenery. It's one of the most breathtaking sights in all the Iron Crown.
We'll keep that noted. If you don't mind me asking, aside those two-headed, could you tell me could you give me more information, anything that stood out to you, how many men?
From what I could see, there were 3 mounted warriors. They were riding on war lizards.
Oh boy.
There were some armored soldiers on the walls, and inside the blockade building that they've constructed. Some of the more lightly armored warriors were manning what looked like ballistas.
Ballistas?
Yes, giant crossbows on tripods, basically. So it looked like they were prepared for a small siege or some kind of skirmish, so I'd be careful approaching.
Anything else that stood out to you about the two-headed, I guess, lizard lady?
Well, they seemed...
Was she wearing an armor?
No, that was the strange thing. They had just a presence. Like being around them would deter you from attacking, if that makes sense.
And maybe part of the enchantment. So I kind of gave a quick look to, like, Sophia. Kind of like, hey, I think this is one of them kind of look. Or more like, hey, what do you think, Sophie? Kind of gaze, but yeah.
I'm talking another roadblock. Is that the only way to Sheergrind?
Yeah, is there another way?
They've got pretty much the whole path blocked off. Anything else would require some extensive climbing. The earth gets rougher as you get closer to Sheergrind. The earth pillar that the city stands on is thrust directly up, but the presence of more, from what I've read and what we were told as kids, apparently there's some kind of magic that shaped the land here, which made it very rich, which is why Sheergrind feeds the rest of the Iron Crown, but also kind of contorts the land into shapes. So it's very rough terrain if you're not on the road. I'd imagine between the terrain and the beasts, it would be quite dangerous to not take the path. I don't know anybody who has attempted to go through the wilds instead of taking the road, honestly.
Perhaps we could be the first ones. Those Red Army sounds like a trouble.
Whichever path you decide to take, do be careful.
Alright, you guys stay safe too.
You will have to double back either way, because Earth Pillar Ascent is the only way up from this direction.
Alright, thank you.
You're welcome. And safe travels, all of you. And thank you again.
Safe travels.
The man shoulders his pack and kind of waves his family on, and they head south, opposite the way you're traveling. Okay. Eventually, you guys pull off the side of the road and make camp once more. The first day of travel complete. You imagine you'll probably hit the blockade during sometime tomorrow.
About that. Yeah. What do you think, Snake? Unless everyone could cast invisibility, I don't think I like the idea of those two-headed serpentine woman. She sounds trouble.
It sounds like it can
I've
sense
got
us.
invisibility, but only for one person.
AC-154 pitches in, says, confrontation inadvisable.
Well, not only that. Remember what that man bear said? Or bugbear? He said that, yeah, he said that he's silvering through their mind, or I'm pretty sure they're looking for the crown piece. Because the previous guys, their mission failed. They are looking for this mold. We can't let them have it.
Yeah, we approach them and they're pretty much just delivering it to them.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Gotta figure out a different way to get it.
Acer goes, agreed, yeah, with how much we've, with this, with the crown mold, they're definitely searching for it, because, again, they want the crown, so I think,
I imagine the red lizard himself isn't very happy right now.
Oh, definitely.
But do we have any options? Either sneak through those enemies, which I doubt is gonna be any easy.
Is there a
We
back
have to
road?
go through the wilds.
They said that
We're gonna have to go
we
through the
could
wilds.
go through the wilds, but it's going to be tricky because it's going to be a lot of climbing.
I would rather face natural difficulties than facing enemies. Like us climbing and doing like, yes, that could be bad, but we're dealing with quite some powerful stuff right now, and basically the watch is on high alert. So we should definitely be sticking out of the main roads.
Sophelia, the ring heats up a little bit. See, they seek to delay you further. You gave them enough days to reach it, and they seek more. They're lying to you.
How about you cool off again?
Did she say that out loud, or she said in her head?
Well, she said it out loud.
And the moment she said that, I just stared at the ring and just kind of glared at it. And she's like, "Is he bat mouthing us?"
I just picture her doing the snap thing, like.
I want the same thing you do. Remember that. The ring goes cold again.
You know. Well, Sophie, you're
in
the
agreement.
agreement. What?
What did you say? I'm sorry.
I think we're in an agreement that we should take a different route.
Okay.
So the wilderness it is.
So, you guys, relying on Sophelia's totem eagle vision, you do see the blockade in the distance as you approach.
Dude, that Eagles is freaking insane.
Ophelia, what does your elven eye see?
Dude, literally.
Everything.
I'm going to
It's
show
so
you.
useful.
I'm going to show you what she sees.
Ooh.
They're taking the Hobbit to Isengard?
Oh.
Might not be. That's a long way
Oh,
away.
alright.
So we're not at the blockade. I'm just showing you what
Oh my
Sophelia can
God.
see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
I
would
see
have gone
Liz
totally well.
Ward's.
That gift scared me so bad.
Oh, the Nemoidians, yeah.
This is getting out of hand.
Oh, there are two.
Now they're doable.
All right. So because we are avoiding this blockade, I'm going to need a series of checks. We are entering a survival skill challenge.
Ooh,
No.
alrighty.
And it's going
Is it
to
gonna be survival rolls?
real rough.
We can handle it. We got this.
Because the closer
And
you
we
get to
got-
Sheergrind, you are seeing what looks like as if the earth was flowing like the ocean during a storm, But once the waves reach the apex and they're about to crash together on two sides, they freeze in time. And they're covered in
the Earth is
vines that
literally
hang
moving?
down. The Earth itself isn't moving, but it looks like that's what shaped it. Like it's coming up and curling as if it's a wave. But then these are solid stone structures naturally occurring that are hanging like vines, and they have grass growing all along them.
Wow.
And these formations, while quite good to look at or nice to look at, they are very difficult to climb. Sophelia does her best, and Acer teaming with AC-154 as well, because now he can pseudo-teleport by swapping places. They do their best to help Meteora and Kiln climb. So, Acer and Sophelia, you are leading the skill challenges. One of you may roll with advantage from the other. We are going to have, essentially, if you reach 5 successes before you reach 3 failures, you will not be forced to double back to the road.
Okay.
So,
You guys got this.
roll number 1. You are rolling at advantage, either Acer or Sophelia.
What's your survival,
I have a
Sophelia?
+4.
I have a plus
You have-
9.
Oh my god.
okay,
Yeah.
Acer.
All right, Acer.
Yeah,
roll that
holy
at
crap.
advantage.
Yeah, I'll just give you advantage.
Yeah.
DC for the first roll is 17.
You got it.
We got a 9. We got a soft 20.
That is a success.
Huzzah.
So, roll number 2.
All right. That is a 19.
19. That is a pass.
Good thing for advantage.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
One more.
Do it.
One more success.
Come on, Acer.
Or sorry, no. You have to reach 5 successes. I
Yep.
apologize.
Yeah.
That's another pass.
That's a success.
Yeah, it
so
is.
that's a. Mm-hmm.
2 more.
Come on, Meteora.
What?
Move that horse ass.
That's a. Let's see. No, that's a 21.
Let out your inner Skyrim horse.
All right, you need one more success, and you haven't had a failure yet.
Excuse me, I'm not a horse. I'm a centaur. Thank you.
No, I know.
What's a Skyrim?
This is
And we
me
succeed.
A horse is a horse,
Yay!
of course, unless that
Good
horse is
job!
Meteora.
All right, everybody, give Acer a hand.
That's
Give Acer
16
a
plus
hand.
9.
So,
Good
Acer,
job.
with your expertise in navigating all terrain, and Sophelia's ability to spot any creatures / monsters that would interfere with your travels and frighten them off, you guys manage with great difficulty to pass around the Crimson Army block.
Woo.
However, because of the difficulty in the terrain, all of you are going to take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
Ah,
Okay.
What does that give us? I forget.
yeah.
Check the rules reference on your character sheet.
1 level of exhaustion is disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh shit.
Okay, we probably need to find a hotel or something.
So
On the side of the
Or-
cliff.
that would be your the day's travel. So you can make constitution checks to remove levels of exhaustion as you long rest. at camp.
Perfect.
Okay,
Um,
we should do that.
Otherwise, resting in a place with actual beds will automatically remove levels of exhaustion.
Okay, how far are we from the town right now?
You have
One
one
more day away.
more day's travel, and
Oof.
you can see the Earth Pillar now. It is immense. Literally just a chunk of land is up thrust into the air.
So a lot of walking up.
Lots of climbing.
Okay.
Lots of stairs.
Wait, AJ,
Yeah.
I just want to say sorry we didn't get to do your fucking barricade map.
That is okay.
Hopefully you didn't spend too long on it. It looks good though.
BTW, the difficulty of that fight is, I believe, crushing. So, yeah, good dodge.
Jeez.
Jesus.
I am glad. Yeah, glad we got through that.
So, everybody got their level of exhaustion?
Where do I put the exhaustion?
Yeah.
So, you would just simply note it that you have one level.
Oh, okay.
You could probably
yeah.
scroll down to an empty spot underneath your character on the first tab and just put exhaustion 1.
Yep, exhaustion.
So, you are going to make constitution checks to remove the level of exhaustion. Do note that you have disadvantage on ability checks.
I've got neutral though.
So we have to roll these at disadvantage?
Yes. So go
Okay.
ahead and make a
I'm
constitution
proficient in
check.
con.
DC is 10.
Oh, okay.
I'm proficient
for
in con. Would I
me-
just roll 1?
No,
dang.
no, you would roll at disadvantage, but you get to add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah, let me roll. Wait, would the disadvantage means do I have to use 2 dice?
2 dice and take the
Yes.
lower. Also,
Yeah, that's what I
Kiln,
thought.
you
Take
don't
the
have
lower.
neutral. That's you have advantage on checks for concentration to maintain, or on checks to maintain concentration on a spell.
Hold on, let me take a picture. My
Okay.
dice didn't. Like, I had the red blinky.
The exclamation mark.
Yeah.
You want to try rolling again then?
Okay.
See what I got.
So roll
So
one
that-
more, Kiln. Okay.
I got it.
All right.
I am still got exhaustion.
Me
Okay.
too.
Oh no.
Hold on. I got a 15 for my lowest, but I gotta add my +6 to that.
Oh, you'll be fine then.
Yeah.
Wait, Kiln, what does your spell time thingy
Here.
work on checks, or is it?
I'll send you what I got.
It works on checks.
I mean, technically,
But
But
this is
it's
a check that's
valuable
taking place
resource.
over like several hours because you're sleeping to try to get that exhaustion out of you.
Right.
So it would be
We're
hard to
going to-
rationalize, but oh goddamn, Sophelia. Okay,
Well-
you're good.
But yeah, we're going to be taking a long rest, so
Mm-hmm.
No
So yeah,
shushing for me.
I mean,
Um,
fair then. Yeah, I guess I'll use it for both of them.
okay.
I mean, we're taking a long rest, right? Like, is that confirmed?
So long
Yes,
rest
you
doesn't
you
steal
long rest
exhaustion?
as you can. So that means you get to roll once
you guys can
more.
both re-roll. Yeah,
You can both
Alright.
re-roll. So still you have
At
disadvantage.
You see, just
yeah,
each one.
So we can do one more roll?
Yep.
one more roll.
Because Kiln basically grabbed a fragment of another timeline. Oof,
Okay.
Acer.
Well, yeah, I'm.
Oh my
Oof,
God.
Meteora. Nope, they are both still exhausted.
We're both going to be pretty tired for this.
Oh my guys!
I mean, it makes sense
Let's-
though, because Acer was doing a
No.
lot of the like running around and like scouting the terrain, and then Meteora had to haul her centaur ass over all of this rough rock formation stuff. So they're both really wiped out. All right. So the next morning, you wake up and travel along the road once more. Much easier now, as opposed to that insanity that was crossing the wilderness. And by the time the sun begins to dip low, you are going to reach Earth Column Ascent. And I have a board for this.
Oh shit! We're board jumping.
I'm excited for this.
Earth Column Ascent. I'm going to spawn your minis, and then I will summon you. So, Acer. Kiln. Meteora. Owl for Kiln. And Sophia.
I know it's really cliche, but I was thinking
What's up?
about it, and I just can't say anything but Archimedes.
I know.
Archimedes.
This is
So
Earth
yeah, my
Column
house name will be
Ascent.
Archimedes.
Your house name's
Wow.
Archimedes?
I have to, man. Sword in the Stone, dude.
I know, such a great one.
It's so
Ooh.
good. Look.
Ooh.
This is.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh. That's so cool, actually.
At the top of Earth Column Ascent lies the last leg of the journey to Sheerdrim. If you make it through
Oh,
here,
boy.
you are practically at the city already.
Make it through.
Why do I have a feeling that this isn't going to be easy?
Oh, it's never easy. You're playing D&D. Woo!
So, this place is essentially covered in waterfalls. As you can see, a large river has formed from the water descending from the Earth Column.
Crocodile.
So this water is a tributary of Fulda River, but the water here is like crystal clear
Oh,
and
wow.
far too cold for the giant crocodiles to be comfortable here.
Yeah, no crocodiles.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
You
want
can
us
see,
there?
But
all the fish in the water, like
Wow.
all the way over to where the Earth Column begins.
good, I'm hungry.
There is a small boat that has been pulled up to the shore, likely for travelers' use, kind of on a honor system. Yeah. And
Meteor, there is
sorry,
go on.
I was going to say to the north from your current location, there is a stairway that begins the ascent.
Oh.
That would be
How deep is that water?
that water.
I can
is,
check.
About
It's like Acer's like, I can check, and just walks into the water.
Yeah. Acer, you walk in and you find the water to be about 20 feet?
Okay. That's not bad at all.
Yeah. The water, the current is actually fairly rapid, though.
You see me relieved with that information.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Enough that if you fall, you might not break as quickly. It's still gonna hurt. Well, so who's gonna take the first steps up the stairs? Or is there anything you would like to do down here?
I want to spin up.
You
want
guys
what?
are free to look around. Like, move your minis around as you see fit.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Use
fill
your
up on some
treasure chest
actual
behind
clean
the
water.
waterfall.
I'll go with Kiln.
Kiln and Ace are going to fill up, and then
Yeah.
Sophelia's like, is there treasure behind the waterfall? If the answer is no, bad game.
I'll fill out the water with the guys too.
All right. Yeah, I imagine you guys want to fill your water skins considering all the walking you've been doing.
Yeah,
I was gonna say we can even just take, like I'm gonna jump in and cool off for a little bit.
I've been leaving. I left my war skins with my camel, but
Mm-hmm. Which is traveling with you. You needn't worry.
yeah.
Camels are really good
Is
at
it
navigating
water?
difficult terrain, so yeah.
Sophie, are you in the waters?
Cannonball!
She's
some
like
point,
she's
yeah,
like
you-
flying above it. Yeah, Kiln
I
just
just kinda-
jumps.
Oh my god.
I'm just like, at some point I need to make or we need to get like a wagon or something for the camel. I think it'd be a good idea to, if we ever need
my camel.
extra storage.
There you go, Kiln. Now you're swimming.
You
You
see the
sink
water?
like a bulldog in the water.
Sophie, are you swimming?
She's currently hovering above the water, but
Ah.
if she wishes to dip in, she totally can.
I would
Well,
swim, but not enough wood to make me buoyant.
Yeah.
While I'm swimming, there's a bunch of like steam is turning into a mist.
Yeah.
Like, almost it looks like I'm a train in water because
You're
Reminds
starting
me
to
of
turn the
Angel Face.
water warm.
The angel face all over again.
Oh, this water is there's too much of it and it's flowing too fast for him to affect the temp.
yeah.
For Meteora, she sees them like swimming and stuff like that, and for a moment she considered it, but then with that, crocodile thing, and so she just tightens her robe and like, nope, can't do it.
The water's great.
Oh my god!
I'll skinny dip later. I'm gonna go check up here.
I'm just looking at the fish.
Let me click on your thingy. Can you ping one more time?
It.
Ah, there. Okay. So you fly up to the source of this lowest waterfall. And you find another shallow pool. This one much colder. Because the water is still rapidly flowing here. And you see that as you look up, there is the ruins of what looks to be some sort of tower or fortification.
Could I do a religion check?
Certainly. As you look at the tower, you are more than welcome to.
I'm trying to figure out what the tower's for. Or if it's some kind of historical significance or not, so.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah.
Kiln, you may make an Arcana check if
yeah.
hers does not check out. Go ahead, Meteora.
That is... That comes to an 8, but I don't think it's gonna do any good.
Yeah, any religious iconography that would adorn this place is really, really faded. The
So
water has eroded a lot of the outside of the tower.
So I can't figure out which god they consecrated this building for.
No, it's
Okay.
any insignias have long since worn away by the flowing water. Kiln, what's your total?
Don't worry about it.
You got too much water in your eyes.
Yeah, dude. My God, man, I haven't rolled higher than an 8 yet.
I don't know what the fuck is up with your dice.
He just doesn't have the heart of the dice.
I guess not.
Well, I'm
okay,
gonna go and be like, would you like a little bit of privacy, and then I'll put up a tiny hut.
Oh yeah, you take the time to cast Tiny Hut over the water.
So that no one can see in this, by the way.
Oh
So.
no! No! Unless I'm in a hotel, and I am not taking my clothes off in the wilderness ever again.
Okay. If you change your mind, this will be up while we're here.
Thanks for the consideration, but no.
Okay.
Yeah, the most that
And for
happens
Acer
is she
2
takes her
and 2
armor
click.
off to sleep. Sorry, go ahead.
Yep.
And for Acer 2 and 2 just click now, it's like, oh, so that's what happened.
She's like, and she just glares at Acer. We will not talk about this ever again. Do you understand me?
I'm just
Understood.
clueless, like, what?
He, like,
Meteor just grabs an Ace, like, tries to cover Acer's already face masked face. No.
Wow,
he
those
gives
two
a
really
nod
get
like,
along,
understood.
right?
This is the end of the conversation.
Yes, it's an end of the conversation.
Sophelia, from up there, you look back down at your companions and you just see them kind of silently yapping at each other, and the ring is like coldly sitting on your finger, silent for now, but just as irremovable as the time you accidentally put it on. It is not loosened at all. Not even the water is enough to like loosen it enough to fall off.
Oh gee, she can't take it off.
And she just kind of like sees like if there's like anything on the waterfalls here.
You find some like really like well-worn, glistening stones, because the water here is constantly flowing, so it's like a rock tumbler in this little pool.
Cool.
Go ahead and make me a perception or survival, your choice.
Oh, guys, sorry.
Probably
BRB.
survival.
Okay.
Actually, no, they're the same. So it doesn't really matter.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
You got this. Let's talk about your
I should have rolled another one.
Join the club.
7. That is 11.
11. Okay.
Not bad.
Not bad. Let's see. Among the stones, you managed to find a lapis lazuli.
No.
Ooh.
If you had to guess, it's probably worth about 10 gold on its own. And because it's so well worn by the water, it is already like showing its colors. It doesn't have to be like ground down or cut. And I'm going to drop the image in the chat.
Beautiful.
Ooh. Very pretty.
BTW, finding
Also-
shiny rocks in pools of water is one of Heidi's favorite things to do. We have lots of stones around the house.
Dude, whenever I went to Michigan, like growing up my entire life with Jordy up there, we would always find cool ass fucking rocks, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I have a shit ton here at my house. Yeah.
Me too.
When I used to live in California, there used to be a lot of places where there was just like quartz, like the foggy white quartz. It was always really cool to find them.
Especially if you got down near the like any rocky beaches and you go into the tide pools, you could find some really cool stuff too.
My sister found a fossil once.
Nice.
Get it laminate.
We
I
get
love
a
fossils.
we get a bunch of those in
Me too.
Petoskey in Michigan.
Ooh, nice.
Petoskey stones.
So what did I miss though? Sorry, I have to put something in the oven.
The ring is hard to is impossible to remove, but Sophelia kind of just thinking about it, not really thinking about it, was kind of looking into the pool and seeing if she could find anything, and she found a little lapis lazuli,
Cool.
which is already worn enough by the water to show its true colors, which is what I dropped in the chat. As it is, it'd probably be worth about 10 gold on its own.
Nice.
Can I cast water breathing and kind of explore down here?
You certainly can.
Like, Easter can join too because he can breathe, but like I want to go down and like see because if this is a fight,
You mean I don't need to breathe?
there's no tier for. Usually, people over the years or however long this has been a place of like passage, like people probably drop stuff or, you know, like maybe there's something of importance down here. Like,
So you're gonna go beachcombing?
yes.
All right, Kiln. So you cast water breathing and you sink below the water. The cold kind of enveloping you, defying the heat that naturally flows from your body. And you begin to walk along the bottom, and it's pretty rocky, like as expected from countless years of stones falling from above. And in the distance, almost right up against the earth column, you see something shiny and metallic sticking out of the rocks.
I will go and investigate it.
As you do, as you get closer, you see more in shapes you recognize. They're weapons. rusted, and really, really old. Picking through them, these were likely, because there's swords, spears, shields, even chunks of armor. And you also find the occasional bare bone. Human or mortal. This place was likely the site of some great battle, or perhaps the fortification above was. And many people fell down into this pool where their remains rested, weighed down by their weapons and armor. And this was essentially where they laid to rest forever, embraced by the cool waters next to the earth column that was likely the place they called home in life.
Resurface and kind of explain that. Like, this has clearly been here for a while.
You're getting robotic again.
You're getting
not anymore.
It's cleared up. Go ahead and repeat what you said. Sorry.
I was just saying that, I'm relaying that to the party and that we should be careful. Like, even though this was done a while ago, it doesn't mean it's still not around, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm gonna go down. Like, when he's mentioning this, I'm like, I should probably investigate this myself. So I let AC-154 stay here with Meteor, and I go down into the water.
Do note that if you get more than 30 feet away from AC-154, he disappears.
Right. In case he disappears, just or I say he'll be here, but he'll probably disappear if I walk too far.
So there is a duplicate. So if you notice, I've actually changed the name of the Acer Mini. It used to have his full name on it, but I've split them. So now AC-154 is the duplicate, and Acer is the real one. All right, Acer, you continue to walk along the bottom. Eventually, you do feel AC-154 kind of vanish as you get a little too far away. But you come up near the edge of the Earth column, and unlike Kiln, whose eyes are adapted for an atmosphere of air, you see through lenses, so you don't really have as much of an issue with the whole blurring deal. And you see clear insignia on some of these weapons. You may either make a history check, or you can take a weapon ashore and show somebody who may be proficient.
Me.
Yeah, my history's not that great, so
Me.
I'm going to take one of these tools and bring it ashore.
Okay. So Acer hauls one of the weapons, a dagger, just for convenience's sake, back up to the shore and kind of waves Kiln in. So
I need your help with it.
You swim up and you see this dagger, and an insignia is inscribed upon it. I would like you to make a history check.
Come on,
See
big
if I can
number.
roll higher than an 8.
Come on, big number.
Oh my fucking god.
Jeez, bro.
Alright.
Is your kicker still exhausted?
I'm
That's a
so
10.
exhausted.
A 10?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're not quite familiar with the particulars of, like, wars in the Iron Crown, being from an entirely different nation, or region. However, this insignia is reminiscent of that of Mother Moon herself, Sandrine. It looks to be based on the insignia of the Mother Goddess.
I'll gesture over, and maybe you should take a look at this.
Yeah.
To Meteora.
Meteora, you may make a religion check at advantage.
Hurrah! Oh, where am I? Whoa, okay.
Oh wait, but exhaustion
Okay,
1.
yeah,
Oh.
I think I'm still good though. 11.
Yep. So you would roll at disadvantage to giving you, or you would roll neutral. So your base die is a 13.
Oh, still good though.
So
Yeah.
you may add your bonuses to the
Religion,
13.
that would be 16.
16. This insignia actually denotes the witch saint Tiriana, the patron of the Arcana domain, the patron saint of mages.
I give this dagger back, explaining to him what it is, and I'm like, I think this one belongs to you.
So, Kiln, the reason that you think, like, the reason you might not have recognized it is because this insignia is far more ancient, or maybe too localized, for you to, like, recognize it right off the bat. Because Tiriana would be a major religious force in the lives of wizards.
Okay.
So, it's just that it's the rust, the wear, and all of that kind of obscured what it truly was to you.
Okay. I'll be making notes of all of this.
Mm-hmm. So that would imply that this tower was controlled by someone who worshipped Tiriana, and through her, Sandrine, Mother Moon.
Is it just me that if this place was run by somebody who worships the, a goddess who was worshipped by wizards and mages, would there be... I'm just getting this feeling there might be magical trap in that building.
Do
Just
we have
a
to go
hunch, though.
through this building, or is this a side drive?
I think we have to go through there.
The path does lead up and toward it.
We may not
Okay.
have to, but if we do, we can definitely check for traps.
Well, we
If
have a
we-
wizard
if we-
with us, so...
If we don't have to go there, I'd recommend not going there. Even though as curious as I am, we gave a pretty strict timeline to our companion over there, and we should
Well,
be
is
upholding
there-
that.
Then is there a way for us to get in there? Not go in there?
We'll go check. And obviously, if we have to go in there, we have to. But if we have the option, I say we don't, because it'll.
Well, then let's ask Sophie.
Yeah, because
She's the most urgent one here.
exactly. We need to
Because
take her
whatever
into
we're gonna do-
consideration of this.
Yeah, whatever we're gonna do, I'm gonna make sure she has the option and she has the ability to choose.
Quick pause. 30-minute warning. I'm gonna go use the restroom. I will
Okay.
be right back.
Got
Okay.
it.
Should probably check on some things real quick as well.
Mhm.
I'll be right back.
Got it. How's Sophie doing?
She's just up there, kind of,
Just
Just
watching
taking the scene.
yeah, just watching you guys. Kind of like watching, like, behind you guys out in the forest. Just kind of scanning.
I'll just yell up and be like, "Be careful! Obviously, some crazy shit's happened around here, so be careful."
Yeah, mage, like wizard wars, maybe?
Yeah. So, if we could find another path, that'd be
Yeah.
wise. But obviously, if we're forced to, we're forced to.
I wonder if I have to spell magic.
I got it.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Welcome back.
Kiln, a theory does come to your mind that perhaps the tower was put here by somebody who worships magic because the Earth Column was raised by magic, and they're studying that.
Like I said, it doesn't matter how curious I am
Mhm.
at this degree. I believe this comes down to Sophilia. So, if
Did you guys lose? Did I lose you?
No,
No.
I can hear you.
oh,
Okay, because you like stopped mid-sentence.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, you might have just like cut clean out for a second then.
I just said, well, we gotta talk to Sophia because we gave her an expectation, and we should uphold that.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We gotta see if there is a way even around it. If not, then we can't. But like,
Yeah.
if we have the option, we did tell her we want to get this done and then go back. So, and we should keep our word on that.
I can kind of tell they're like kind of getting ready to like stop what they're doing.
And ascend. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Flying back down.
Yep, just kind of like drops pretty much without like spreading her wings, and then just right at the end there, just gonna spread her wings and then fly back.
Right before I picture her like right before she hit, like swan dives, and right before she hits the water, she spreads her wings and then just glides the rest of the way over.
Mm-hmm.
That's
and
really
I see
cool.
that meteor just kind of goes clapping. Because Meteora is an earth-bounded creature, she just, every time she sees Sophie fly, she's just so impressed by that.
Right, you guys are all rested?
Well, not rested, more like, investigating.
You get your eye out of here. What are you
Well,
looking for?
we think, so we relay Sophie what we find, and we're like, we think it's magical, and there could be a chance of just finding a lot of magical traps. We want to get into the city, but we want to make sure we don't waste any time. So if we can, we want to try to find a way that we could bypass this place.
Well, if this place is well traveled, it wouldn't be trapped.
True. They are the boats here.
We'll see when we get
Sophie,
there.
would you be able to see if there's any other way to entrance to the city with your flight?
Ooh.
Would you be able to see anything?
I can fly up. You worry about the pillar here?
I do have an idea. We could send in AC-154 if there are traps. And AC-154 just kind of looks at me like, really?
I mean, if we have to do that, but at first she can scout this out.
Yeah, let her fly.
Let her fly. Let her be free.
And plus, she can see a mile away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and she has flight, and that's
Like she'll
that's
be
actually
able to
very
see if there's
advantageous.
another path or anything.
Matter of fact, if she stood on the top of the Earth column and looked back, she might actually be able to see the blockade from there.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Nice.
I can see like the scales, like details on their scales and everything.
Jesus.
She sees like the spinach that got stuck in their teeth for their breakfast.
All right.
More like probably whatever steak they had.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta stop talking about steak, guys. Damn it.
Yeah.
Damn it, yes. I haven't had steak in a while.
All right,
Getting
Sophelia,
started.
if you are scouting, then you may freely move your mini, and I will tell you what you see. And if you encounter anything, I will be sure to let you know.
And then that's like regular movement right there, going 40. And then...
Oh yeah, you don't have to go movement by movement unless we start
Yeah.
initiative. You can just move free.
Free roam.
Yeah. Free roam barbarian.
Yeah, you are with
Free
wings. You
range.
are essentially in
My God,
creative
you are
mode.
pretty terrifying. Like,
Yeah, free rage barbarian.
Well, I didn't mean to go forward. Sorry.
It's okay.
Alright, now I can go forward and kind of see. And there are little windows and
Mm-hmm.
such. I guess let's just go like see where the trail goes.
Mm-hmm. So the path does
let me-
lead into the Earth column.
Here.
Sophelia, with your passive perception plus your passive survival, you do see some sort of animal droppings on this stone here.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at it, it's much too large to be a bird, unless that it's a very big bird.
It's like white.
It's a little darker than it would be for like regular bird manure. It looks like it might be something more like reptilian.
Like those flying dragons that the Red Army or Crimson Army.
Maybe something like wyverns, or like a type of wyvern or a type of drake. They might have roosted there, or at least stopped there before heading back to where they were roosting. This might be their hunting ground. But as you look through and past the bars in the windows, you can see 4 statues arranged around what looks like a hole in the floor. They are holding dishes that seem to be pouring water down into the hole, into the level down below.
Okay.
Oh.
And then below that, there is a balcony around what looks to be another water feature leading down through the tower. The tower was definitely constructed, at least the outer part of it, as a somewhat of a fortification. The areas like any studying or living areas would probably be inside the more cavern areas, because they'd be more well protected from outside attack.
But this place doesn't look like it's been inhabited for a while.
Correct. And then down below, you do see another pathway leading around. The water feature kind of stops there and flows out of the tower and to the pool that you had previously found the lapis lazuli in. And somewhat inward on the lowest level of the tower, you see what looks to be like a wooden object, probably long rotted, but still holding on, floating in the water there. Maybe it's tied off to the bank or something on the inside. And you can see that there is a large interior area.
Is this an emblem, or is this just decoration in the game here? Right there.
So that is what appears to be a religious icon of some sort. Would you like to make a religion check?
Not good at those.
Well, if you can describe it to one of the experts down below when you meet back up with them, you might be able to have them have an opportunity for the check.
I mean, I can roll and see, like, I got a negative in it, so I can.
You can try, or you can like commit it to memory and describe it to them when you meet back up with them. It's your choice.
Yeah, I'll describe it to them.
Okay. You commit it to memory, and you will describe it to them when you return. All right. At the top of the column, you see that the vegetation turns into more of a pine-ish kind of growth, which is appropriate for the altitude that you'd be at right now. The air is noticeably thinner here. Though, strangely, it's not any colder. And the water seems to flow from further in, and off in the distance, you can see the spires of Sheer. It's actually fairly close once you make it past the pass, or through the ascent, I should say. The path does lead into the column, though, which likely leads into the areas of the tower by extension. So you will likely have to pass through at least part of the tower to get all the way up the pass if you can't fly.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Also, how freeing it must be to be able to, take your halberd and take wing and just fly around and look around, man. It's just so nice.
I meant to go into the water. Not really. I
This map is
try to move myself.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've done a full, like, I've looked at everything, like, it's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah. Genghis is the author on Tales Tavern. They do good work.
Dude, this might be my favorite map I've literally seen. Like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I saw this map on the tavern and I was like, oh shit, I gotta use that.
Yeah, dude, this is fucking beautiful.
Alright. Sophelia, you kind of soar back down and reunite with the group. Oh! We lost Heidi.
Oh,
Give it a second.
no.
She's back.
Alright. Our internet sucks.
No worries.
Yeah, I even got thrown out of Tailspire.
Oh, wow.
Space between boards.
Yeah, I can summon you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm back.
Alright, so
Welcome
you fly down from your scouting and you return to the group. Seeing two Acers is never going to be less jarring.
Alright. It does look like the pass goes through this tower here. But it doesn't look like much of it.
See a good entryway?
Yes, it's up that way. And she just kind of wraps her arm as she's pointing way high up.
Just kind of tracing out the stairway up to the tower and then along the path there. Yep.
Alright.
As well as there's a symbol up on the top of the pillar there.
Can you describe to me what it looks like?
Alright, DM, what does it look like?
Alright,
Yeah.
so she describes it. Kiln, with advantage, you may make a religion check. Otherwise, you may make a history check.
Finally.
Alright.
That'll be, you said either history or religion?
Yes.
Cause I'm
History
proficient in
would be a normal roll. Religion would be at advantage because Meteora
I'll take the normal because that's an 18.
an 18.
So
okay.
that's a 26.
26. Okay. With that symbol, that's one you've seen. This tower has to have belonged to a sanctified battle mage of Tyrion. So these people were scholars and warriors simultaneously. They were known for being able to use magic while wearing intensely heavy enchanted armor. And they would often build fortifications like this to protect key areas from whatever kingdom they've aligned themselves to protect them from invaders. This place was likely... this fort likely only fell because Farenth himself, or a very high-ranking general of his, in some years long past, personally saw to it that this battle mage was defeated.
This was a stronghold. I will relay that. Frivolously writing all this down. Yeah, so...
And
should be careful.
Interesting thing about the left-behind tower remains of a fellow mage you might actually find some documentation or some spells that belong to them.
Yes. And I want to clarify, you didn't see another way around, so I don't want to detour you anymore. I'm talking to Sophia.
Mm-hmm.
Were you guys wanting to look in there? Is that what you're getting at?
Well, if we're forced to, obviously we will, but if you found another way around, we all agreed that we would ignore this place to move on.
And nothing says you can't return one day.
Because we made a promise to you, and we want to uphold that, so we want to keep our word on that, so we're just double checking with you. If you did see an actual way around, we'll take that.
He goes through it.
Alright.
So there wasn't any path, Sophie?
I didn't see one.
Okay.
So be it.
Looks like well traveled.
It cuts right into the column and emerges up at a higher altitude.
So more stairs for you.
Alrighty.
Stairs is better than a sheer rock face, I will say.
My one weakness.
Stairs.
Stairs.
Everybody's gonna have strong thighs after this.
Oh, Sophelia, by the way, do you warn them about the possible Drake droppings as well?
Yeah. She'll also mention that there's some kind of like flying animal up and around. There's some
Meteora immediately goes, "Ew!" and she just tugs harder at her robes.
We can definitely handle whatever it is, but if it gets the drop on us, it'd be another story. So let's just be attention and be
drop being the operative word here.
Yeah. So we'll, as long as they don't get the drop on us, then I think we'll be fine.
All right. And to the end of tonight's session, I'm going to put you guys at the foot of the pass. And we will begin your climb next week.
Woo!
Alrighty.
Session went by so quickly.
It did, didn't it?
My God. When you said half an hour warning, I was like, what?
He ain't no way. All right.
Like, that's illegal. I thought I was the time wizard, man. You can't do this.
Oh, man. That just tells me that you guys enjoy every minute of this, and that makes me happy.
Yeah, that went.
I mean, it's all right, but I mean, yeah.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and cut the recording, and then we can do our recap.
Yay.